Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Just a little heads up. We have a little Witcher D&D campaign going on. We didn't upload the first episode of that. We kind of We kind of played a little campaign I think like a month ago. But we didn't upload it. It was too long. I don't know. We just decided not to go with it. Now we're uploading part 2 of that campaign. You really didn't miss much. Honestly, all we did was the first story of that book, or tabletop game thing. We did a little mission. We were hired by 3 witches, I think, and then we set out to like a village or a town near a river. The river was frozen, had a big giant fuck you monster. We killed it, completed the mission, got paid, and now we're just starting right where we left off. So hope you enjoy. And yeah, let's get to it.
Mixing things up a little, tonight's episode is going to be some tabletop fun with The Witcher. If you like what you hear, be sure to let us know, and we'll be doing more next time. There's a funny thing about traveling across Cadwin. It always happens that, somewhere near the middle of your journey, the rugged countryside seems to stretch out before your eyes, yawning towards the horizon. It's no wonder those of magical means prefer to teleport across Cadwin whenever possible. At least...
Hello.
Oh my fucking god.
Just keep going. You're good. Just keep going. Start from the last sentence.
Also,
I said I was gonna go piss.
how long can an episode be on Anchor?
I think it'd be about 3 hours or something.
Okay.
Cut it if we
Because I
have
don't want to
as
hit the
well.
limit either.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see. We're keeping this in, anyways.
That's fine.
Fair.
So start
I'm
from the
gonna-
last sentence and.
What was that sentence? It's no wonder. Now I don't have it.
Just talk.
It's no one. Shut up! It's no wonder of those of magical means prefer to teleport across Cadwin whenever possible. At least, you are never more than a day's journey from another tiny, sleepy village with a rundown alehouse. This morning, you passed through one named Saints Crossing. This one's named Riverbend. That's the name of the village, not the alehouse. You aren't sure of the name of the alehouse at the moment. But here, you find yourself thankful that you can't get food poisoning from beer, and enough of it makes you forgive the rustic accommodations for another night. Sophia, Lusky, and Olaf. I don't actually know why I'm talking like that, you're right. I was trying to make it dramatic. You guys
Told you.
find yourself standing inside of this, like I mentioned earlier, ale house together after traveling for about a week's worth. Together, whether that was a fun experience or not, but it has been a week since the events of the frozen lake. Olaf's mighty fists punching through the skull of that massive creature, the saddening implications, which is just something you're used to now, Sophia, as the Witcher. And Lusky, maybe this is exactly what you were hoping to find when you started going out on these adventures, especially with the Witcher, or maybe it's a little bit more than you expected. Still, however, there's shelter in this alehouse, there's beds, there's warm food, cold ale, and well, make yourselves comfortable. You might be here a while.
All right. So, the 3 of us are in here. Do I need to roll a perception just to kind of get a general feel for the area? How packed is this alehouse right now?
I can tell you, it's not that packed. It's pretty empty. There's a bartender that seems to be serving beers to what appear to be locals, old men and middle-aged veterans of the war, the Nefgalian War, are drinking their sorrows away. Or there is a particularly looking fellow sitting by himself at a table who perks up a little bit as you walk in, almost as if he was expecting you, or maybe it was someone else. But he keeps to himself for now. I'll let you roll perception if you want to inspect him a little more.
I would like to do that very much.
Go ahead.
Let's see, perception. Give me a second to reacquaint with the sheet. I apologize.
I should say, actually, I forgot to mention this. This episode is made possible by the wonderful people at our Talsorian Games who sent us this book, by the way. And after a review, we decided to continue playing as a little experience to show our viewers what it's like, what they can expect with the game, and just have fun with it. So, yeah, just want to do a quick shout out and a big thank you, peace and love. So,
thank you so much.
It is out. It's been out for a few weeks now. Yeah. Yes. So you can go get it. Go get it. I think actually the physical version is sold out, but you can get it the PDF on DriveThruRPG. That being said, go ahead, Will, and roll your perception.
I got a 13.
Should I say who's here as well? I apologize. We have Raul is with us, obviously. We also have Will. Will, say hi.
Hi.
Will will be playing our Witcher, Sophia, which if you heard the episode where we talked about the game, well, you might know about this. We also have Gabby here. Gabby, say hi.
Hi, you mean Lusky, right?
Lusky, yes. Lusky.
You always forget Lusky. You always forget his name.
I'm saying name so we know who's playing, and also I said it for you, bitch. Relax.
I am Lusky.
So we have Lusky, or Gabby, who's playing Lusky, which is the lizard folk doctor, one of the new races from the Book of Tales. And we also have our resident producer, Luis. Say
Hello.
hi. You're playing a new character, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna play a elf bard.
And what's his bard's name, or are you gonna keep it a secret?
Yeah, we can keep it a secret till it comes up.
Okay, you got it. And obviously, I forgot, last but not least, Raul, who is playing Olaf, the lovable criminal.
That's one way to put it.
Dwarf. Yes.
I'm Olaf.
Zofia is going to do her best to keep these fucking idiots alive still, but we'll see.
We'll see. All right, back
so
to
with
it.
With this 13, what do I get?
Okay, so with that 13, you inspect a little bit more closely at the lonesome traveler who perked up as he walked in, and upon closer inspection, you notice that this elf, he's carrying a formidable bow and arrow. Well, not just one arrow, but like a bow with this quiver. He's got a lute, large, but not, but like also humble, along with him as well, leaning against the wall. And you can tell that he's had a few ales because he's got one or two cops around. I'm sure he's fine, but he's been clearly sitting here for a while, perhaps waiting, or perhaps just passing the time.
Okay. Really glad that it's him and it's not a bald human that's going to give me the stink eye and was going to cut me a deal. Very happy about this. That's a reference. Sorry. Okay. Well, I guess for the time being, Zofia will kind of make notice of the elf and be like, oh, he's versatile given the lute and the bow and arrow, which obviously gives the impression that he knows how to take care of himself at least. Hopefully. But other than that, she's not really going to immediately walk over to him, of course. It just, again, Zophia's used to getting looks and kind of people perking up just because, she's a Witcher, and oftentimes it's to look at her and be like, oh, there's a moment of awe perhaps, but then usually it's disgust and disappointment, so. Especially being not only a Witcher but a woman at the same time, so of course the deck is stacked against her twofold. I think she's really more just going to regard Olaf and Lusky and basically just ask them if they want anything at the bar, I guess.
Yes.
Olaf, one ale.
Okay, you want ale. Doctor, what would you like?
So I was just about to say that I would like to walk over to the bartender or whoever seems to be providing drinks and ask if perchance they have some sort of herbal drink, perhaps tea of some sort.
Okay, so Sophia, you asked this to Olaf, and he mentions that he wants the ale, and as you turn to tell Lusky this, maybe in a bit of like lack of manners or maybe ignorance, Lusky just like walks right past you, leaving the words hanging in the air,
It's like, Doctor, what would you?
and he's
she
gone
kinda-
already. Yes.
He just kind of head turns, follows the lizard folk, just kind of.
Exactly.
And Lusky, you approach the bar, and you kind of like find a little space next to the locals, who kind of look at you like, "What the hell is that?" As the bartender, an old, middle-aged, not that old man, walks over with a glass and sets it, and he looks at you and he's like, "All right, well, what do you want?"
Yes. Oh, right. The accent.
Yes, yeah.
The hissing
Give us that tongue
accent. Say, would you perhaps have any herbal drinks available?
You mean like you want grass on it?
Like what was that?
Like you want grass in it or something?
Like tea, perhaps?
No, we don't have those fancy drinks around here.
Nothing that fancy about tea, I suppose, but water then will do.
Sure, water it is. You folks aren't here looking for trouble, are you? I see you. And
Sophia walks up.
He
now.
looks at you, and then he looks over at Sophia as she's approaching, and her eyes like are just not really looking at her, but at the Witcher medallion. Lusky, you're kind of used to being the one who gets all the looks, but for here, maybe it's a comparison thing, or maybe they're used to lizard folks or more tolerant of them. It seems like it's almost that medallion that scares them a little.
Yep.
Okay.
That little cat medallion. Love to see it. Sophia notices this, of course. I mean, it's hard not to, but it doesn't really seem that affected by it because, again, it's nothing she isn't already used to.
Would I roll for awareness to see if I notice this?
You notice it. It's plain as day.
That they're just not paying attention to me as much as I am used to. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see this or hear this interaction?
You can pretty much assume you can hear all of this. Yes.
Okay. I just
So-
kind
Go
of
ahead.
wanna just kind.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go. I'm sorry.
I just kind of want to kind of like just look and listen in on what the conversations they're kind of having over there.
Right.
Look for a good moment to walk on over.
Walking over with a song and be like, toss a coin to your lizard folk? And Sophia's like, I don't think that's how that's supposed to go, actually. No, sorry. So Olaf wanted ale, right?
Right. But I feel like Lusky
Yes.
was in the middle of saying something. What was that?
No, I just asked
Oh.
for water.
Yeah.
Right. But the guy's still wondering if asking you that question.
Oh, right. If we're
you
here for
guys are- yeah.
looking for trouble.
Yeah, Sophia says no. No.
Yeah, I say we are but a simple group of travelers. I am a doctor myself, not looking for trouble. No.
Simple group
My
of travelers
accent is
usually
morphing as I
means-
speak.
I like it.
fine.
I like it.
He kind of clears his throat and he goes, "Simple group of travelers, usually less exotic than this, but water and what will you have?" And he looks at you, Sophia, and
The
he
dwarf
kind of
and
sees
I-
like the top of the head of Olaf.
Yeah, the dwarf and I will have 2 mugs of ale, please.
Right.
Uh,
And you'll be paying, I assume,
Yes.
in crowns.
Yes.
Right. And then he turns around and gets you started on that. Luis,
I wanna.
You-
When I heard them say lo de a group of travelers, I wanna start walking over.
Okay, well that's perfect because I was actually going to just mention, Luis. These are definitely the people you have been hoping to see. You had heard about these exploits and their previous adventure, and maybe this could be your ticket into something greater, whatever that could be. So you stand up. Do
I
you grab your
stand up.
things, or do you
I
just
grab my
walk over?
things, yeah, and I walk over to the little group over at the bar, I guess. At
You
where
guys,
at the-
at least Sophia, you
Mhm.
you definitely do notice as
Absolutely,
the elf
yeah.
begins to walk over, especially with his things. You know, it would make a little bit of a clitter
Yeah.
clatter to his step as he approaches. And do you want to say anything first, Luis?
I just want to be like, oh, a group of adventurers always need their tales told, don't they?
Question: as this happens, is the ale already served to us?
As he finishes that sentence, the tail is just like sat down on the bar
sec-
along with the water.
Second question: is it foamy?
It is foamy.
Sophia will take the mug, not respond to him immediately, and she'll take a sip. And she also hands it to Olaf as well because he's small. She'll take the sip slowly, and when the mug sort of recedes from our faces, she has like the foam mustache.
Right.
And then she looks at the elf and she's just like, licks her lips. I suppose, are you here to offer us something, perhaps?
Only a helping hand and a spot in the party. For a spot in the party.
Would you? Oh, you just want to come along with us for adventure?
And to tell your tales, become a famous bard myself.
Lusky raises his. I mean, I don't know if I have eyebrows, but
I'd say brow plates. I'd say like brow plates.
brow plates. Yeah, I raise my brow plates at the mention of that just following us.
She sets the mug down. Tell me,
Whoa,
what's your name?
whoa, what?
What?
Did I misinterpret what you said?
What?
Do you mean
Who?
that as in like elves?
No, I don't think that's what Gabby meant at all.
Wait, wait, I'm confused now. What?
I suddenly thought Lusky was racist against elves, which is interesting, but I just was a little caught
Well,
off guard.
No,
actually, the elves did kind of wipe out the lizard.
Oh, well, there
folk.
you. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Interesting. Okay. See, I was
But
like, I know there's a
I
reason
would-
for this.
I
just
would
didn't
think-
Lusky.
I would think that Lusky has heard tales of that of their past as a species, as a race.
Mm-hmm.
But he does not have any personal
right.
Okay.
gripes with elves. He just has
Okay.
that like cultural baggage of, I don't vibe with elves. But no, I just raise my eyebrows because it's like this guy just wants to like follow us? What?
Yeah, Sophia sets the mug down, kind of wipes her mouth. Come, Elf. What's your name?
My name is Aileron. Am I from here, Jay? Or
Where are you from? You have a little. Check your life path.
oh yeah, no, I'm from the Elfland, which is all Burbauble or something like that.
Doblathana?
What is the name of the Elfland? The Elfland?
I don't.
Is
I
it a
don't
Doblath-
really have-
Dolblathana.
Yeah.
Doblathana, there we go.
Doblathana.
Yeah.
This is obviously not the first elf, of course, that Sophia's crossed paths with. She's used to it, and just really used to just rubbing elbows with a lot of non-humans in particular, especially from her time out east, especially like traveling with the School of the Cat, since they were a roving school after a time. But,
Take a breath.
Really, the takeaway here is more so, she's not suspicious of him necessarily, but she is curious as to like what he really hopes to gain, I guess, especially so she'll ask this instead. She'll basically be like, how exactly have you heard of us so quickly?
Word spreads quickly in these parts. I heard of your escapades at the lake.
Is he at our table?
He's just standing like
We're
across from
all
you, I
standing.
assume.
Yeah,
All right,
we're-
I'm like, I'm inspecting him around, right? And I
Oh.
notice
Oh, perfect.
please, yes.
it's just this little man looking at this tall dude, and he notices
Mhm.
the loot,
Mm.
and he starts plucking a string.
As you're
Uh,
talking.
Sophia tries to get Olaf to stop doing that, like he's like a child, basically, but it's not working.
And I just kind of like pull it higher so he can't reach it.
Oh, Olaf's gonna start reaching.
That's
Like he's on his tippy toes, but he can't.
Olaf.
Oh,
find you a spare loot later. Leave the elf alone. Stop. Stop. Here, just drink.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of drinking, Jay, you said the trip, our trip was 4 weeks time, right?
No. It's been a week.
No.
Just 1 week, right?
Oh, 1 week. Okay.
Totally lied.
Would I have had enough
Okay,
time to
well.
forage for herbs and that sort of stuff on the way here?
I was
Yeah,
gonna mention.
it's been a week. It's been a week.
I was gonna
Okay.
mention about that. I can, as an elf, forage for common or lesser rarity herbs, like almost by 6 cents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, elves also automatically find any plant substance rated as commonly available or lower that they are seeking, as long as the substance would occur naturally in the surrounding terrain.
Okay, that's good to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Aileron just was like spare leave friend and just gives Lusky just some leaves to put in his water.
I look at the leaves a little suspiciously, but I think oh my god, I forget your name.
Aileron.
Aileron.
He did
Aileron.
just say his name, so that's fair.
I stash the leaves in my pouch, and then I take out some herbal powder that I grinded on the way here, and just sort of pour it into my water. Start mixing that.
Okay. What is my kind of like? What am I thinking here, Jay? Like, what am I seeing in front of me? Who are these
you're
people?
You're seeing definitely the Witcher that
Yeah.
slayed the beast at the lake, the frozen lake, and that other very small town. Saved the party of the sorceresses. This stuff that has been running word of mouth, and you know when these villages, they tend to be a little bit off from like civilization, right? They're a little bit off in the corners, to be in the woods. So news like this, it travels, you know. And even though it is a little far off from where they were, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at that mighty Witcher who slayed the beast. However, maybe you didn't really expect there to be a +2 to the story, which on the one hand, hey, maybe that means there could be a +3, but on the other hand, maybe that means it might be a little harder for you to get in, or
Sure.
maybe to convince him to allow you to follow. So maybe you'll just have to follow, or maybe you'll have to be a little sneaky about it, or use a little bit of silver tongue, or prove yourself. We'll see.
Okay, but yeah, I just wanna extend that offer. I wanna follow, be a part of the party, and in exchange, I'll tell the stories of the party and earn my keep. I'm an archer, and I'm okay with a dagger. I
Zof,
can defend
everyone
myself.
has drinks now, correct?
At this
don't.
point, yes.
I
Not
don't.
you.
Right.
yeah.
Zofia is going to kind of motion for Lusky and Olaf to follow her so they can find like a table to sit at. But it's going to be a table specifically that has a fourth chair open, and she's going to motion for Aileron to take a seat if he'd like.
It's
Okay,
pretty easy to find because a
Yeah.
lot of these tables are pretty empty, so you do that.
Once that's done, you know, the party will kind of get a little relaxed, I guess. And
Do you join, Aileron?
I do.
Yeah, I was gonna- and
So
with
you guys,
that,
Aileron just takes a seat. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, and with that, she'll take another sip, and she'll just be like, "Tell me about yourself, elf. Where you come from, what you've done, what do you hope to do, outside of wanting to follow us, of course."
Well, I come from Dolblafana. I am son of, I don't know, make up an elf name that is a noble elf warrior, because it's part of my background, I guess.
Agathor, I don't know.
Agathor, the Great Slayer. And I was somewhat trained in my early youth in combat, but decided to pursue more artistic affairs.
You make note of that, Loose King.
Yes.
You hail from a family of glorified butchers, and you decide to pick up an instrument instead.
Yes.
And she kind of She doesn't toast at that. It's more kind of like she kind of like shakes the contents of her drink a little bit, kind of like an acknowledgement, or like as she's kind of thinking it over. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take another sip. And then she kind of eyes Lusky and Olaf, and again, Zofia and Lusky do that thing that we did before, where they kind of look at each other.
Yeah, and we can kind of tell what we're thinking.
and so, what is Lusky thinking? What can Zofia intuit from looking into his eyes, Gabby?
What does Lusky intuit?
So, I'm.
Come on, Double D, tell me.
I'm here
Holy
just
shit,
kind
we
of
are at
thinking.
an Eddie.
We are at an Eddie.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
So I mean,
But the height,
fan art.
but the height difference is flipped. It's
Yeah.
my gut instinct is that I, don't find it particularly easy for people to grow on me, and this was an exception with Sophia and oh my god.
Olaf.
And Olaf, I was like, it's not a O. I was like, it's an O name with Sophia and Olaf. But I don't know. I'm a little concerned about just this random bard joining us for what are potentially very dangerous affairs. Like, because I'm worried about, like, despite my apprehension towards, like, I don't want to say elves, but I think Lusky would be a little wary of just, like, a random elf coming into the group. It's more so about this person's health, because in coming with us, they are risking their lives, and they seem to be in it just for the glory, and Lusky is not about that. Lusky is not about that at all. You can tell that when you look at me, you can tell that I'm just like concerned for where this person's head is at. Cause like, what the hell? Why do they want to join us? Do they know that they're gonna be endangered? Then that we're gonna have to like protect them and perhaps even like nurse them back to health if they find themselves in a very dangerous sort of situation.
And that does fall onto you, the resident doctor, by the way.
It does, yes. And I'm assuming it's one of those, like, Lusky would rather expend his medical supplies on, like, someone actively in need for the sake of the job, but not, a silly bard that would want to come around and basically sing music and everything, right?
Something along those lines. Yeah,
like
exactly.
Right, Lusky's thinking very practically. I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
This is all between you two, right?
Yeah. And it's not. It's also like a non-verbal thing, or it's like Zofia's intuiting that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would think that Lusky would need to maybe there's a little bit maybe there's a little bit of metagaming, but I feel that Lusky would need to see this person prove themselves to like be able to say, okay, sure, we will value your support and we will look after you if you decide to come with us. Something along those lines.
Zofia briefly casts her eyes towards Olaf, who I imagine is just neck deep in another pint of ale, I would assume. Because like somehow he walked away with one mug but ended up with 3, but we're not going to yeah, 5. He is a thief after all. So it's one of those things where she'll look at him and she'll try to establish, like, there's a brief moment of like nonverbal communication, but it only extends as far as like, Zofia can probably imagine that Olaf may want him around. Maybe not him, but rather like his instruments around. So it's like, pointy ear man makes music or whatever. I like that,
Yeah.
But
Olaf will look at Aileron.
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 Yeah.
Aileron, like the
That's
part
like
of the plane.
The part, yeah.
Love that.
So Olaf will look at Aileron and he'll go, What is he just can't. Yeah, he just can't. Say the word because he can't imagine it.
Zofia says he's rather fond of your lute.
And I say, oh really? And I kind of pull it out, and do I have to roll for performance?
Oh. Yeah. Zofia kind of like doesn't. Again, it's not a toast, but it's more like she kind of motions with the mug in her hand, like, play us a song, elf. Prove yourself.
And
Oh,
performance.
interesting.
performance empathy, right? So it would be my
Yes.
skill, that performance plus my empathy.
Yeah.
Plus
very
the
well.
roll?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So let me do a roll.
Crit. 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 Crit.
Which way Which way are you hoping he crits?
No, whenever I say crit, it's good.
Oh.
Exclamation
was
point
making a
R
joke.
space.
Plus.
Yep. Oh my god!
Yeah, it critted all right. It critted all right.
I'm so sorry.
Hold up. Time out. So
Yikes.
you're gonna sing or are you gonna play the guitar?
Oh my.
I'm gonna play.
Okay. So
Luis, I'm so sorry.
You
I
stand
didn't mean to
up, you
doom
grab
you.
the guitar for this, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know what? Give me another D10. Yeah, give me one more.
Okay.
No modifier, just straight D10.
No.
Oh.
Okay, perfect. So you stand up, right, and you grab your lute, clear your throat. You're like, I'm gonna play this song. But you know, earlier Lusky was kind of tugging at your string. So when you raise your
Oh.
hand and just give it
No, it wasn't him.
one, not Lusky, sorry, Olaf. You give it one good strum, it just goes bang, and just one of your strings goes blunk, and it just breaks.
Okay. I
There's
wanna.
like this awkward like silence.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Sophia.
And no. There's an awkward silence, and then one guy in the background goes, "Hell yeah, that was good."
I just kind of look at that guy and I go, thanks. Here comes another one, and I quickly want to change the string.
Okay.
Yeah, Sophia just
James.
kind of like looks at him. She looks at Aileron, watching him try to like initially fumble, but then have the confidence to try to like immediately supplant it with something else, which she appreciates.
That's my dog.
She'll look at Lusky, Olaf. She's just amused. It's really what it is. She's not so much annoyed. She's really just amused.
Do I have to roll to change my string, or do I
No.
just
You
do-
just quietly start straining your string. There's like a awkward silence that falls upon the table.
Okay.
She's basically fucking with them now. Another. One more.
All right. Do I have to roll again?
Yeah,
Yes.
at this point you do.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Same thing. Performance.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
21.
That's
Well,
That's better.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
substantially better. Okay, so
solo.
you stand up and you're already standing. You kind of like straighten your posture and you're like, okay, here we go. And you begin to play an original
Gabby's
song
bedtime.
by you. You know the strings and the melodies and
Yep.
beautiful voices, a copyright claim, all of that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he's pretty good. He's actually like, if you guys know anything about culture, which I don't think anyone, but maybe Sophia might, a little bit. If she's visited any courts before, then he's not bad. He could actually play at a court if he proposed himself to it. He's just a nobody, and well, you guys know that to make it in the music business, you need to kind of have a little bit of help.
right.
It's not about skill; it's about opportunity.
He's
It's
he's
about
playing Discworld's
connections.
version of Stairway.
I'm playing Wonderwall. I'm playing
Anyway,
Wonderwall.
here's Wonderwall. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like the first string pops. She's like, I'm sorry, this doesn't normally happen to me. I promise.
I apologize. I swear this never happens.
Well, in light of this second performance, Sophia's more impressed by it. But again, she's impressed by his skill set. But it's really the initial failure that kind of colors her perception of him. But not in a negative way, but just in a, oh, he's cute. Okay, like that's. But it's his willingness to not fumble with insecurity, but just kind of be like, oh, yep, thanks, and then he just immediately recoils and starts like, there's I guess a desperation there that she finds maybe, if not admirable, at the very least. Again, it's amusing. Amusing is the word that keeps coming to mind when Sophia
Okay.
thinks of Aileron.
So,
I guess, yeah.
final judgment, is he in the band?
I guess it's probably gonna fall to Sophia, right?
Well, I guess it falls to all of you. The Beatles are.
Yeah.
After all.
Can I be Ringo?
Oh, so this is you're absolutely Ringo. Look, guys, look at the song I made. Oh, Ringo, it's so great. Put it on the fridge. Oh God, does that mean Sophia's John? No. Oh God.
So,
I think Sophia's Paul.
Yeah,
Hey,
Sophia's absolutely
mira.
Paul. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like probably Raul actually should be Ringo.
Yeah, no, that makes
James.
sense.
Mira!
Yeah, Aileron has big George Harrison energy. That makes
James!
sense. Yeah.
Stand up.
Well, I mean, Zophia's going to ask him one last question before they decide, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Since things are still, because at the end of the day, this party's still relatively new. Like, they just got together basically a week ago for some nonsense up in the mountains with a couple of sorceresses.
Okay.
But it's really the idea that because things are still so fresh, party formulation is kind of a lot more malleable, a lot more easy. Like, we could take someone along now much easier than, like, if we were like, we're skilled and we're tight. Like, we're tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They already had designated roles.
Yes. So it's like, well, everyone, Zofia kind of leads everybody. She's the Witcher. We've got a doctor. We've got a thief, and have a bard. There is value to having a bard. She knows this. All she's really going to say, damn, is this.
Mm-hmm.
I do not mind if you come with us, Elf, but I want you to know that I will do my best to take care of everyone, but I also expect you to take care of yourself. And that means expecting the worst, despite hoping for the best. It will be dangerous out there. You understand this, yes?
I hope it is. The more peril, the better the tale to tell.
She thinks he's a fool, but she likes him anyway. So,
As a follow-up question, I'll just ask, how good are you with that bow?
Is there anything I can potentially aim at in here?
Honestly, you can aim at anything in here.
Yeah?
It
Is
is
there
a
like
free
a lone
country.
cup? A lone cup or something?
Yeah.
There's an apple on top of Olaf's head now for some reason. That's weird.
No, I wanna.
There is a lone
Crit.
cup, yeah.
Okay, then I wanna quickly, like, almost like in
trick shot.
a swift motion, pull out my bow from the sheath and aim and
The
fire.
sheath. You keep
Yeah.
your bow in a sheath?
Yeah, on my back.
Oh, okay.
I had to buy a bow sheath.
Sorry, I tried to make fun of you, and then I
Bow
ended up...
sheath.
You ended up being
Alright.
right. I apologize on the
All
record.
right.
Okay, so
All right.
so on archery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Legolas, impress us.
Let's hope I don't roll a 1.
Crit, but a 10. Crit, but a 10.
Oh my god.
18.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. You
Okay.
Damn.
quickly stand up and, it's not anime speed, but you pull out the bow,
Anime
grab
speed.
the arrow, pull it back, and just as this man is grabbing the cup to, top himself back off, the arrow goes fling, breaks the glass, and hits the wall behind him, which immediately makes everyone kind of scream and yell at you, and be like, "Aye!" Kind of like that thunder that just exploded across the
Yeah?
street. Did you hear
Well,
that?
I mean, wait, would it be glass or would it just be a wooden mug?
That was God's wrath. I'm pretty sure the movie picked that up.
It sounded like
I
it.
did
that
kinda hear
was-
that.
Give me a sec. Give me 1 sec. Give us up.
Oh boy,
Damn, dude.
Was that
You didn't have
thunder?
to-
it
you
was
didn't have
thunder.
to blast the wall.
That was,
Could have held back a little bit.
Yeah.
There's people in here.
damn.
Oh,
What?
holy
You telling
shit!
me?
Whoa.
Yeah, you.
Oh, no, yeah, because I know that I got a Witcher on my back. That's got my back.
Okay, I think I heard a
Oh
massive,
my
just like
God.
thunder roar. Or
I would have been way more
Yeah.
worried. I would have been way more
Oh.
worried if I would have missed, because then maybe I'm not on the team. But now that I didn't miss.
Right. So now it's like, it's okay if I get in trouble because now a Witcher can come bail me out. Yeah.
Precisely.
I like it. I like that he's kind of slimy a little bit. There's a little bit of sliminess to this fucking elf.
Oh, yeah, I want to add, I put a couple things in the slimy department. Because originally I wanted to be a criminal. But then I was
Right,
like, no, this is too good of a, like the elf with the bard, because they have the...
Yeah. I think it's a good choice.
Mhm.
Well, hopefully Jay doesn't die, but we'll
Did
find out.
God's wrath just wipe Jay off the face of the planet?
Stop. Stop.
Oh, he's back.
Okay, we have to make note that after the thunder, we have to cut.
Okay.
Okay.
What? Oh,
So just write that down somewhere if you can.
Was
Wait,
it
what?
thunder?
It
It
was
was.
lightning or thunder or whatever. Yeah. Did you pick it up? Did you hear?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
Then
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just
It was
There's a lot of
impossible.
sound.
Ableton probably picked it up too. Then just write
heard
it
it in
down, Luis,
Florida.
somewhere. Like after thunder,
Yeah.
cut. Okay.
I'll just text
Anyways.
it to you. Right
Okay,
now.
that works. Yeah. Okay, give me like just be quiet, all of you, for 1 sec, so I can bring it in. What was the last thing we said?
The arrow struck the
Oh,
mug.
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So-
God's wrath fell upon the earth.
Yeah, got it. Okay, we're back from God's wrath. So the arrow hits the mug. Yes, yeah, it's probably wooden. You're right. Hits the wooden mug, but breaks it nonetheless. Hits the wall after, and everyone kind of turns around and goes, "Aye, you filthy elf! What the hell is that supposed to mean?"
You can take it up with my new management.
And then the bartender at that
Fucking
point said, "I thought you folks weren't gonna be any trouble."
I want to go over and like pull the arrow off the wall. But a bit-
It's at the other side of the bar. You're gonna have to
Oh,
jump
we're
the
all
bar.
Yeah.
What?
You're gonna have to jump the bar.
I
Kinda
am
like
just
went-
kind of.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
kinda
it
like
went-
flew
oh,
across,
Yeah.
hit
Yeah, I see.
yeah, and it
Mhm.
just kept going.
Well, can I
So
go
if-
to the bar and ask the bartender?
Yeah, you kind of like awkwardly walk over. As he's walking over, does anyone say anything?
I want to try and be
So-
very charismatic and kind of
Lusky
like.
is just shaking his
Please do.
head. This was
Yeah,
not
Sophia-
what he had in mind when he asked
Yeah.
for an archery test. He wasn't asking for an archery test.
Yeah,
Um,
Sophia just pinches the bridge of her nose. That's it.
I want to go over and try
Raul,
and try
what
and.
were you gonna say? Wait, what were you gonna say, Raul?
Oh, Olaf just closes his hands for preparing for a fist fight.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I've been waiting for
He's been-
this.
yeah.
Okay.
He's been in a couple of brawls.
So go ahead, Luis. You approach the bar. You're standing in front of him now.
Yeah, I wanted
With
to be
this
like very
you like
charismatic.
jazz smile. That's kind of like what you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you say?
Can you please help me out with that? And I kind of point at the arrow.
He kind of like looks at the arrow comically and then looks back at you and he's like, "No, it's mine now."
And I'll be like, can I use it to buy some ale?
The arrow?
Yeah.
No. You should get out of here. That's what you should do.
It's not a bad idea. And I walk over back to the table.
I am. Lusky's gonna stand up and say, "Well, my friends, I will be waiting outside." And I just.
Yeah.
I will say this though, just so I can push you in the right direction. Sophia, you came here because this is the only place with beds.
Yes.
Ah, okay, fuck.
Yeah.
Can I? Is this so? Is it's late in the evening?
At this
or
point,
what?
it's getting late into the evening. Yeah.
All right. Can I use my ability?
Yes, you can. What is
My class
How does
ability.
it work?
It's busking. I can
Busting?
make money. Busking. I
Ah.
can make money. Depending on
Oh.
my role. But
Oh,
I'm
so
not-
like, is it like a bardic
Bus-
performance or whatever? Make some,
Yeah.
make some cash.
Bus-
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Busting.
Oh, so I'm good. So like
Bus-
this actual establishment is where we're getting the beds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Sophia's gonna have to go and talk to the
Make it
barkeep then.
work. What are you gonna
I'll-
plan?
I'll-
How does this busking work to your advantage,
So
please?
it says, because I'm broke, it says a bard is a wonderful thing to have around, especially when the party's low on money. A bard can take an hour and make a busking roll in the nearest town center. The total of this roll is the amount of money raked in by the bard.
Okay, I'll tell you
Um,
this: no one is going to be. If you pull out your guitar right now and start playing, you'll probably be attacked or like arrested or something.
It says
You're kind
it
of like a money
says
printer. Holy shit.
it
Yeah.
says in the town center. Is this the town center?
No, but I could allow you to do it here, but I don't think you're gonna captivate anyone. Like you would have to.
At
quit.
this rate.
Otherwise, everyone's going to go hostile on you because you
Okay.
shot an
Okay.
arrow.
Is okay?
indoors.
If this doesn't work, I mean, I was really just going to have Sophia just speak with the barkeep and be like, look,
I mean, Dak, you could just stop him as he grabs his
Yeah.
guitar and fills
Yeah.
his lungs with air.
I, was
I
gonna say, yeah,
haven't
right
yet.
right as he's about to, though, she's like, she just kind of gets up. How tall is Aileron, by the way?
He's not 6 feet.
He's a shaggy looking ass.
He's,
That helps. Is he a short king? Is he 5'8"?
yeah, he's like 5'9". Yeah.
All right. So this 6'1" woman just kind of puts, a bracer against his shoulder, and she's just like, no.
I take this advice.
she'll kind of get up because she's basically preparing her and Olaf both. The thing I like about them personality-wise is that like Lusky's like, "Oh, I'll wait for you outside," and he's outside.
And Olaf and just
and
cracking
Olaf,
knuckles and
yeah, like
Sophia's
like,
bringing out a sword.
I was gonna say they're just ready to go. They're like, "Oh God."
Yeah, I would say, in retrospect, knowing that this is like the place that we've come to, like, for lodging, that I wouldn't say just I'll be waiting outside.
Right, you're right.
I'm
I'll be waiting.
I'm just right there, just experiencing all things.
I will be over here disassociating.
Literally.
Okay, so I guess I need to have Zofia speak with the barkeep and be like, okay, can we get some rooms here?
Is that what you say?
Well, no, I mean I can do it better than that. I'd be like, that's just what I want.
I can
her
take
to
that.
do.
Well, the bartender will look at you and be like, "Well, now it's gonna cost you double."
Fuck.
Well, here's what's gonna happen. Let me see. What the hell? That is not the.
I can try a
what's here.
persuasion roll.
Well, see, this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna try have her do that, but I guess that means she can roll.
we are talking to Sophia at this point, so let's let Sophia handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me see, because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna.
Let's not
let me
metagame
see.
out of this one.
Empathy. Where is it? God. Oh yeah, that's right. I gave her no charisma in
Oh.
the empathy thing. Whoops. It's fine. I mean, really, what I wanted her. I actually had her like. Wait, no. There was two. That's right. She has 2 in persuasion. Basically, this is what she's gonna offer. Hang on. Let me get into performance mode.
You can nod and pay up.
All right, listen. Instead of it being double, how about it's the usual amount, but do you have any work in town? Any contracts?
Ah, nice.
Anything you need help with?
I
You know,
don't need
'cause
anything, but if you want to kick that elf's ass, I'd probably pay you at least one night to watch.
She slowly kind of like looks at Aileron, and she's just kind of like, her head kind of lolls to the side, like, and she looks back at him like, it's very tempting, very tempting.
Can I hear this right now?
You all hear
I
this.
imagine I can.
Can
right?
I
Right.
hear this?
You all
Yes,
good.
yes, absolutely.
I
I
would
just kind of.
yeah.
Olaf just waved.
I look a little bit scared.
Okay,
having
go ahead, Lucy.
heard what the barkeep just said, Lusky is gonna stand up and join the conversation by saying, "Well, we can at least take the elf off your hands
Okay. Well, you could do that by
by
leaving.
tomorrow night." Or by tomorrow. Like, I tell him basically that,
Let me say tonight, and I will leave tomorrow.
and I will take this elf. This elf will not bother you after tonight.
Aren't I like haven't I been here for a bit?
For a few hours.
Do I know this guy? His name? Have I asked in the time
Do
I've been
you-
there?
Do you usually know the
I'm a ve-
bartenders'
I'm-
names when
you-
you go drinking?
I'm a very social.
Okay, well, I'll assume that you've been extremely sociable, which has annoyed every patron at
Yeah.
this bar.
Right.
Probably.
And yes, you know their names.
And I just want to be like, what's his name?
Chad.
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 I just be like, oh, Chad, you jokester. Oh, we're just so good, funny with each other.
Do you want me to kick his ass?
Please.
Please.
So she kind of looks back at him again, just like, do you want me to kick your ass?
I'll be quiet.
She looks back like, how about just a slap? Can we stay the night for free if I just slap him once?
Can I stay for free too? If she slaps me?
Ooh,
If-
Olaf wants slap. Olaf want to slap.
Let
Wait, like
Olaf-
you want
let,
to-
let
wait,
him
like-
do it. He has more
what, like-
muscles.
Wait,
I
no,
probably
like you-
shouldn't. He's gonna die.
Okay, so I'm ready. I'm
And
bracing
she-
myself now.
No, Chad points at the dwarf. He's like, let him do it. He has more muscles.
Oh my
you want
god.
so you want an elf to be murdered tonight?
That'd be nice.
Oh god.
It's a little racist, but okay.
And
Do you guys accept these terms?
I just want to
Sophia.
ask again, and I get to stay for free too?
For
Yes.
Olaf to
Yes.
slap.
All right.
Chad just
I-
kind of like shrugs, like assuming that you'll probably die or be unconscious, so it won't matter.
Yeah, I got a one-way ticket to Sleepy By and a bed.
So, but yeah. What's gonna happen is that Sophia's gonna kind of turn away from Chad and look at Olaf, kind of like, pull your punch. Pull your punch.
And I'm just like putting my cheek out, like kind of pointing at it, like right here. Come on. Oh yeah, free bed. Here I come.
Yeah, I love. Yeah. that's
Olaf.
perfect.
Do you
and
want
Olaf-
to really waste this
Yes.
opportunity to slap the
yes.
living soul
Yes.
out of someone, or
Yes.
Do I have to roll for this?
yes?
Yeah.
Well, it'll hit.
Yes.
But I want you to roll non-lethal damage, obviously. So just roll damage like normally for your fist.
Okay.
We'll
Lusky
say
and
it's
Sophia-
non-lethal. But I just
Lusky-
want to ask, just for narrative reasons, are you going to try and pull it, or are you going to really put your back into it?
Well, Sophia did kind of look at him like, don't kill.
Yeah,
him."
I know
Okay.
she did, but I don't know if Olaf really wants
No,
to.
I'll hold it back. He recognizes, like, he knows when someone's like, hey, don't hurt this person.
Olaf hold himself back again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
no,
in his mind.
Yeah, no, Lusky and Sophia are more than content to kind of just stand by the sidelines and just watch this happen. I'm sure everybody in
Yeah.
the bar is watching this now.
What's the I'm sorry,
I'm
what's the
just
command
still-
for this?
It's going
pointing
to
at
be
my-
exclamation point R is space 1d10 plus your modifier.
I have a perfect line for her to say after this is over. So
And what did you want? Damage?
Just damage, yeah.
Uh,
I don't think it's 1d10 actually. It's 1d6 if it's
Just
Isn't, would it be like the punch damage?
yeah, the punch damage.
yeah,
Should be on your sheet somewhere.
Oh,
yeah.
shit,
One, your punch will be I don't
1d6
remember.
plus 8.
Yep.
Yes.
Swing it.
Oh
Go to
my
town.
God.
It's plus what? Plus your body or plus your strength?
Plus his body.
Okay, there's no.
I made him overpowered.
Okay.
I let him be overpowered. Sorry, when I was helping him make the sheet. You're welcome. Crit.
Oh, not
Okay.
bad. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
So
You feel it though, but
yeah.
not.
So Olaf, you kind of like, you like smack your hands like that, and you kind of like move your hand very carefully over to his cheek, like you're aiming at it, and then you swing back and just smack him across the face.
He falls down.
You hold it back. You really hold it back, but. I didn't feel like he held it back, Luis.
Okay.
So take
So-
12.
Sounded like a Tom and Jerry smack.
Yeah. So take 12 non-lethal
12
damage. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Isn't that just like 12 damage?
It's just damage, yeah. How much health do you have?
30.
Okay, so
Oh, I'm taking health from you?
well,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. If he goes to
Okay,
0, he
okay.
just passes out. He's not gonna die. but,
Okay.
but he's not
'cause-
lethal.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you take
Yeah,
that, and
it's just half of mine.
since it doesn't instantly knock you out, I'm gonna need you to give me a
Oh.
performance if you want to act like he knocked you out,
Oh, yes.
Why would I want to do that?
or do you just want to
Just to
stand
get a
there and be
free
like,
bed.
"Ow"?
I kind
Yeah,
of
do you
want
wanna-
to.
You want to be a Billy Badass, or do you want to like really be like, oh, take me to bed. Oh, I can't move. Oh.
You said it was late in the evening, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it, and then I'll go like I'll take my free bed now, and I'll walk up the stairs or whatever, and go settle in a room.
Okay, you smack him across the face really, really hard, and he
red.
kind of like winces, and then Elrond looks at the bar and at the bartender, and he goes, "I'll take my free bed now," and starts heading out. Much
With
to
like
the
a
bartender,
handprint
yes,
marked on my cheek.
much to the bartender's like dismay, and he looks at Sophia and he looks like, he held back.
And she kind of just motions, kind of like, yeah, he held back. Two things. I imagine that Aileron kind of does the thing like Michael does in The Office after getting smacked, where he limps for some
Yeah.
reason. And the second thing is, before everyone, I guess, goes to bed for the night, right?
Uh-huh.
She'll still look at the bartender like, is there anything in town that does need help with, though? Is there a
Listen,
posting sport? Or
you want to talk to someone? It's no. You want?
Jay.
I'm lagging. I'm lagging.
Jay just disappeared.
Lagging.
Yeah, he just disappeared.
I lagged. Hi. If you want to talk
Yep.
to someone, you want to talk to Tabert, but I am he's more than likely to show up now that he knows you're here.
Understood.
And I don't mean to make that sound menacingly. I mean, you've kind of been loud. I'm sure everyone knows there's a Witcher in town.
It has a habit of happening whether I like it or not. Thank you.
And he goes back to
Kinda
cleaning
lumbers
everything.
Yeah. She sort of lumbers away.
You guys,
Gives Olaf a pat on the head.
you guys all head into a semi-large shared room.
Oh, wonderful.
It has 2 beds, big enough for all 4 of you. But it does 2 beds, so you're gonna have to figure that out.
So Olaf and Aileron are actually cuddling. They're absolutely cuddling.
Aileron is gonna go do a pee-pee break, and so am I. So
Okay.
it's
Well,
almost
before you go,
perfect.
hold it,
Yeah.
hold it real quick.
Mhm.
I need you for a sec.
I have been.
Okay, well, give
Oh
me
my
give me one more
God.
sec. But it doesn't matter how you do sleep. The point is that you all do go to sleep, and I want to take this moment real quick.
Yeah.
As you all drift and begin to relax your body on this bed, after a long day's travel, I want to give you guys an opportunity to level up your stats.
Oh, okay.
Not me,
So-
right?
not you. So,
Yeah.
so
But do
go
I
ahead.
heal?
Yeah, you do heal. Heal yourself all the way.
It's my
and then go
recovery,
pee.
right? Oh, all
Yeah.
the way.
Or do your recovery. Yeah, that's better.
And recovery essay, so it's +6.
There you go. And then just go. Take your ass to the bathroom. Go pee. And
Yeah.
while you're peeing, we'll take a short break. We're gonna pause right here.
Whoa, intermission time, dude. I'm too lazy to even properly put this back together, so I just made a little audio clip. Drink some water, I guess, and I don't know, go do things. Or not. We're about to start.
Okay,
Also.
anyway. So, when
Okay.
we last left off, we had 2 beds.
Yeah, you're all asleep. Okay, so shut up.
No, I'm saying, like, Sophia
Shut
probably
up.
wouldn't actually sleep in a bed, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're so weird. Okay.
I mean, like, she probably had, like, a bedroll and she'd
Hang
meditate.
on.
anyway.
You can tell me in a minute, but just. You hear the door knocking, and it wakes you up, all of you. A voice at the other
even Olaf?
side. Not Olaf. Even at the other side, a voice goes, "Ugh," and you recognize it's Chad.
It's Chad. It's Chad.
He goes, "Yeah, you and your companions. You have that visitor I was mentioning from the Church of Creep. Seems he's keen to make friends too. He just ordered breakfast for you all. Already paid too. Says he's happy to wait. Something about the virtue of patience and charity. At least eat before you tell him to sod off." And then he like stumbles off.
Sophia
You
just
said
kinda
something
grunts
about how you were gonna sleep somewhere else.
Well, no, it's the idea that, like, she, as far as if they only had 2 beds, it'd just be like, oh, you guys can sleep. Sophia has a bedroll, but also, again, she meditates, so she would just basically be like,
Do you not sleep? Do you just dream?
I want you to stop saying weird shit, okay? Anyway, but yeah, no, because it's one of those, like, she's in her trance, she's good, she's doing her thing, and then it's like you hear and then she's like. So I guess he leaves before she can even say anything, so she just kind of goes like, eh. Is sunlight peeking through the windows now? It's
A
morning?
teeny bit, yeah. You can tell it's morning. You look around and you see Lusky is getting up, and so is Alderon.
Flowers for Algernon.
Flowers for Alderon.
Aileron.
Ailerons.
No, not ailerons. Those are Aileron.
Aileron.
Aileron's
Aileron,
waking
right.
up. Aaron, he's waking up and he's got a fat ass print on his face. It's getting a little better. And Olaf is just dead asleep still.
Sophia
Fucking snoring.
Sophia kind of goes and kind of like pats at his head like, Olaf. Come on, it's time to be big and strong now. Come on.
I can't with Raul's noises.
Come on, it's time to be big and strong. Come on. Come on. Do I have like smelling salts to kind of wave in front of him? I guess I probably would have smelling salts on me, right?
Or food?
I like a little
Any
bit there.
food?
You know.
Food? Yeah, you do
No,
have food.
well,
I
You
have
even
a
tried
flask-
throwing tiny rocks at him too. That's what I did throughout for years.
Okay.
Yeah, you
well,
did.
no, I mean like smelling salts, like to wake someone up from like unconscious is what I meant.
Oh,
I have a
smelling-
flask of
sniffing salt.
spirits.
Oh, well, basically just something to kind of wave in front of his nose. So he's like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, like alcohol. I have a alcohol flask.
Zofia will kind of motion for that.
Mhm.
You pass it over?
give that to
All
me.
right, you
Yep.
now have
Mhm.
the bottle of alcohol.
She kind of pops it and then kind of waves it in front of him. You get, hey, you get this if you get up.
Huh?
You get this later if you get up now.
Oh,
Come on.
but Olaf's sleepy.
Okay, well, I need big and strong Olaf right now, not sleepy Olaf. Come on.
Oh, being it strong Olaf later. Right now, Olaf sleepy.
But I need you to smack an elf around again.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh, Olaf, get up. Olaf, get up.
She puts the cork back on in her hands. She kind of like doesn't like forcefully shove the flask like in Aileron's like his chest, but kind of like that. She kind of does like here.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of just put it back in my satchel.
I like she's just bullying this man. I like that.
It's appropriate for bard cultures
Yeah.
and stereotypes and
It's very true.
fantasy
It's-
adventures.
As someone who's currently playing a bard in a 5e game, it's very true.
There you go. There you go. All
Well,
right.
he's the-
Well,
the
guys,
responsible
you do
one in
have
that
an
one.
opportunity to kind of get your stuff together, prepare, do whatever you need to do before you head downstairs, unless you just want to go straight there.
Yeah, I mean Zophia's gonna make sure that everybody's okay. Which I mean, it's also like I want to make sure everyone's okay, and also Aileron is there.
So
She's like, she's like,
yeah.
oh sorry, go ahead, Gabby.
Yeah, Luski's gonna look at after getting himself ready. He's gonna look at Sophia, and quickly go towards her, say a moment, and go downstairs.
Uh-oh. Someone's in trouble.
She gets her bearings. She's good to go. She follows.
Oh, and now Olaf and the elf are alone in the room.
I'm gonna get my stuff and quickly follow as well. Just go downstairs.
So before
Yeah, Lusky-
before Aileron catches up to us,
Yeah,
while we're
yeah.
downstairs, I'll
You
just
two are
quick-
quite your ways
yeah.
ahead.
I will question Sophia on Aileron's company. I kind of want to.
Oh.
I want to ask: are we
Spicy.
really going to just drag a bard with us around? What if we get into trouble? Who's gonna take care of him? Of course, it's gonna end up being me.
If he dies, he dies.
Damn, that's hardcore.
But then Sophia kind of like, but Sophia kind of she says that, but then for a moment there's sort
Oh
of
no!
sort of
Don't
this,
take backseats.
No, no, no,
Don't
no,
take-
no. She says that, but then there's sort of like a labored sigh that kind of works its way through, and she's just like, her arms are kind of crossed, and I imagine she's leaning against another like pole or whatever because she's cool, while Lusky's like,
No, yeah,
on a crate or something. How tall is he
Lusky-
again?
Lusky.
I imagine he's very small.
Lusky is. Let me check. I wrote down that he is. Oh come on! I wrote this down somewhere.
Like 5'5" or whatever, or is it 5'2", right?
Oh shit! I didn't write this down.
I'm gonna say 5'2".
Oh
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
wait, what happened?
oh,
Mop.
Can you guys hear me?
mop.
Mop.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
no. Yeah.
Is he tall or short?
Who?
Hello.
Lusky.
I think I disconnected.
Hi, we hear you, dude. You're right here.
Yep.
Oh, well,
Hi, DC.
Lusky's died. Lusky just dies suddenly. And while Lusky's dead...
Okay, well, I mean, okay, Gabby, can,
So,
okay,
Sophia,
Gab-
so well, I'll just give you the scene while Gabby comes back. But as you're talking to Gabby, Luis, can you get a hold of Gabby somehow? Can you message him?
What happened with Gabby?
He's dead. Can you
Yeah,
write him a
apparently he
message or
can't.
something?
Hear us.
It's like
Okay.
Gabby got like is desynced and is on a completely separate path right
He's
now.
on a
than the rest
different
of us.
path right now. Yeah. He's been attacked
Yeah.
by mind flayers. Wait, that's not a lore accurate during my turn. I apologize. Anyways, the point is,
Well, there are probably like Cthulhu Beast is actually in the long story. Anyway,
well, whatever. Point is, you are talking to Lusky, and he's just standing there looking all cool while you're looking all cool, and you do notice that there is a man standing or sitting. I apologize. At a table
again.
Yes, seems to be the way you meet a lot of people, but he seems pepped up, and he's looking at you with a smile, and he's got a bunch of plates of
Hello? Hey, sorry, I disconnected.
beautiful breakfast food. Welcome back, Gabby. You
I
here?
was. Can I quickly go back to it? I mean, I lost the energy for it now, but I was about to say that Lusky he doesn't take offense to what Sophia says, but he kind of gets like a little heated at the idea that we can just let somebody die, and
Right. Well, because right.
Yeah.
This is,
Lusky gets heated.
Just slightly,
Please
just
tell
slightly.
me how. Oh.
Here's the thing. Well, here was the thing that was going to happen is that like after she says that, like there is this moment of like a moment of like a labored sigh that kind of works its way through her basically,
yeah.
and then she's just like, "I'll take care of him."
So as you say that, Lusky quickly just like calms down and says, "Very well. Let's see how this works out." Oh fuck! Not again.
No,
What?
you're here.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, it's just junkie.
Oh, it was
stopped
just
for some
sorry. The music stopped. I said no.
yeah,
I
think the music
disconnected
stopped
again.
because the bot might have been murdered. No, never mind. It's fine.
Well, yeah. That's about it. I
Yeah.
cool down, and I guess Sophia and I go back. I mean, we're in the
Yeah, and there's the guy. I'm assuming the contact that she wants to speak with, or that wanted to speak with them, is.
Oh
kinda
yeah,
like-
and as you guys were saying that, I do mention that there's someone sitting, and he's just like looking at you, all happy and perked up, and
Sophia
there's a bunch of
sees him.
beautiful plates of food around you. And also, as you are having this conversation, before Lusky or anyone, or Sophia, you can maybe before Sophia can clear up what she meant, or further, or before Lusky can mention any objection, Aileron is back downstairs, right behind you, almost stumbling down like
It's
he was rushing,
Yeah.
and a few seconds behind, Olaf is very proudly walking behind his friend.
Yeah.
It's absolutely like Zofia will kind of move and then like she'll turn and she'll bump into Aileron and she's like oh, and he's like hi.
Hello.
Every time she turns around, he's just hi.
Okay. So yeah, the contact is there, but I mean, again,
She
he's
kind of
being very
like
patient.
she kind of motions to all of them that like in a subtle way that like he's over there. I'm gonna go speak with him. If everyone wants to come with, that's fine. But yeah, business.
All right. As you guys head on over, he waves at all of you with a lot of enthusiasm. I posted a picture in
Oh,
the
you did?
RPG bot.
Yeah.
And he motions at the table and at the plates of soup readily available for all of you to have breakfast. And he goes, "You have come, just as I prayed. You have come, just as I prayed. Strong, virtuous, resourceful, just as Creve demands. Welcome to Riverbend. Enjoy the onion soup and potato wedges. I wanted to hear of your prowess. Tell me of your travels." And he kind of gestures at you and begins to dunk his potato wedges into the soup as he waits for all of you to introduce yourselves to him. Also, timeout. Jockey actually just got taken down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
We are here for the moment that that the bot was attacked by YouTube.
Wow.
Oh my
This is
God.
awesome.
Wait. Are we serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, 1000%. It just went offline.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's awesome. Anyways, carry on.
Okay, well, that sucks. So Zofia, how is he sitting like at a table or like at a booth? You said.
Yeah, he's sitting at a little table, round table.
She'll let everyone take their own seats if they need be, but oh yeah, we gotta tune into Jay's thing so we can hear
I'm just
some
gonna give
fucking
you some
music.
music, yeah.
Thank you. I'll listen
Luckily,
to a fucking ad
there you
first.
go.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
Okay, super.
So, anyways, you're saying?
So she lets everyone, take their seats as they need be, but she'll basically take one like right across from him, and she'll basically go, "I'm Sophia. I'm the Witcher, as I'm sure you've heard. Lusky, or Dr. Lusky, Olaf." And then she hesitates for a moment, and then she says, "Aileron."
The other one, you feel like you're part of the crew now.
Uh-huh.
I
That's the
explained
moment
that,
where it's
I tend to the party's wounds and occasionally attack things with my claws.
Are we?
Olaf, eat.
And then this gives you
Oh.
the moment, Aileron, if you want to introduce yourself or add on to her introduction of you, if you
And
want to.
I just kind of say, and I'm the bard, and I write the songs.
For a moment, Tavert feels a little like disappointed, and he kind of just goes,
I also like fart.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck you do. Like I don't understand what's happening.
He just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's disappointed, and Sophia can tell.
Tavert's anyways, strange things have been happening in our village, travelers. You arrive in time of great strife for my flock. Young people go missing at an alarming rate. We lost two just recently, Macklin and Winnie, and my heart aches, as do their parent. Some evil monster, we suspect, lairs within the Elderwood, a forest just outside the village. Our rescue attempts are turned away, seemingly by witchery. Since Macklin's disappearance, Flan, his father, waits up all hours of the night, watching for the forest for clues. He says he hears strange noises and sees distant lights through the dense wood. Just last night I prayed for deliverance in form of outside aid, and Creve has delivered you. You will not go without pay. The church is blessed with many great charities shown by our flock. Upon the safe return of Macklin and Winnie, you will be paid 200 crowns. Should you slay the monster, holding them hostage, I will see you are paid an added 200 crowns for your heroic deeds. What you say, travelers?
Olaf hurt the number 200, and he's counting with his fingers, trying to reach, but he can't.
Sophia, she's solemn, she's quiet, she thinks it over. Tell me more about this man. Where is he? Where can I find him?
If you want to find Flan, Macklin's father, you can find Flan and his wife over at their home, depending on the hour, unless it's nighttime, and then he'll probably be keeping watch someplace high. Vanitia, she lost her daughter Winnie. You might find her in her own home. They're sort of neighbors, not really, but they don't live too far from each other, so you can't miss them.
I'm going to roll the deduction on this man to see if there's anything he's withholding. Or just kind of get the general vibe for this man.
Go ahead. While you do that, Lusky, do you want to add anything? Ask anything?
Yeah, I was gonna ask Sophia, Olaf, and Aileron something, but I think I want to wait till Sophia rolls for deduction.
Olaf, would you like to say anything?
I'm just eating the food.
16.
Basically.
You're just eating the food, minding your business? Give me a sec, I'll be with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, listening.
Yep.
Just there.
Okay. And Alderon.
Aileron.
Yeah.
Aileron, would you like to say anything?
I'm just letting the pros do the talking. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you rolled a 16.
Yes.
The enthusiasm in this man is a little dead. You can already tell that. He doesn't seem to have a lot of faith or confidence in any of you. Maybe if it were just a Witcher, but seeing that it's less of the great big Witcher and more of like a band of hooligans and a man with a Witcher's medallion.
A woman with a Witcher's medallion, you fucking asshole. God damn.
Woman, generalized term, whatever. The point is, he feels as if he feels as if maybe, travelers are travelers, adventurers are adventurers, and as long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter. He's just worried about these people, his earnings.
So basically, like, there is genuine concern and heartache.
Yeah,
in his words, he's
100%.
not like, okay. That's so she can into it. He might be a little eccentric and maybe a little snotty, but she can tell in the end that he does actually give a shit. That's good.
Okay, Lusky is gonna ask. Tavin was his name, right? Tavin.
Tavern.
Okay. When was the last time that these two were seen?
Well, must have been about a week ago or so. It's been quite some time. But I'm sure they're fine. Hopefully.
Olaf is
Oh.
done with his plate, and he points at his. Like,
It's
is he gonna finish it or?
Sure. And he
His bowl,
slowly
whatever.
pushes his bowl over to you.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna look at Sophia and say, seems like an easy enough job for now.
We can do that. We can work with you.
Yes, I see no reason why we would reject this proposal.
I see no
Well.
reason now. Yeah.
So you're in. Good.
Yes.
Yes. This is excellent. And he kind of like stands up and he goes, well, I guess I'll be off, heading back to the church. I'll leave you to it. And if you make any progress, do let me know.
Understood.
And
Very
with
well.
that, he heads out, leaving you all with a objective. An investigation, a mystery is afoot. Missing children.
Religious guy. Wait a minute.
What?
It's too late now. He's gone. But
Oh,
wasn't I part of religion or something?
Oh, you were blessed by
I
a
forgot.
priest. Yes.
I was. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, we can look into that later. Yeah.
So what's the plan, boys?
So basically, let's review exactly what he said. There's some shit going on in the woods right outside town. Correct. Riverbend.
Correct.
And there's some people missing.
There's some children that seem to be missing. A pair of children. Apparently, young people have been going missing at an alarming rate, but recently it's two more.
Were you gonna say young pissing?
Young pissing, yeah. That's a good rapper name. That's a free one. For
Young
you.
pissing?
Young
Oh my
Young
god, that's
pissing.
awful. I hate it.
A little piss.
Little piss.
Oh, how can I delete something from my Okay.
Well, so basically, we have a case of missing children
yeah,
in the woods. and
two
there's
of
some foul play
them
going on.
went missing recently, and their parents we can speak to. They live nearby each other. And these two, well, I mean, he calls them part of his flock, but I suppose his entire community could be his quote-unquote flock.
Of course. And what church does he hail from? Is it from the Eternal Flame, or what do we know? Like, was he
you
wearing
don't
any?
know, but you kind of get no, actually.
Yeah, was he wearing
it's
anything
the Church
that
of Creve, I believe.
You said he's what? You said?
Church of Creve.
Creve.
Or Crevi. I don't know if I'm spelling that, pronouncing that correctly.
Can you write it down?
Kreve.
Creve?
I guess that would be
Creve,
spelled
Creve.
Creve? I mean, I don't.
Creve.
That doesn't ring any bells
Crevasse.
for me.
I'm gonna send you guys a map, by the way, of the
Ah.
the
Could we
town.
do like a street smart?
But let me send you. Let me just write the name down. Apparently, Creve. Creve. It's Creve. I'm saying it right. Don't
You are.
gaslight me.
It's probably Creve.
Maybe it's Creve. Yeah, you're right.
And okay, that's right. I looked. They're military. Okay. I mean, I don't want to say anything above game, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I recognize them now.
Okay, this is Riverbend.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna be sending those while you guys. But what is the plan? What do you guys want to do? feel free to talk to each other. Do your thing.
And what were the names of the parents again?
Flan? No. Yeah, Flan and Jita are the parents of Macklin, and Venetia
Respectively.
is the mother of Winnie.
Okay. Lusky is gonna ask whether the group believes it's a good idea to split up and speak to each of the parents.
I say...
It's in the chat.
You know, Zofia... this is what Sophia's going to say. Normally, I would suggest... Well, usually I'm used to doing all of this by myself, but considering their strength in numbers, I think perhaps we could do something here. Doctor,
Yes.
you take Olaf and go speak with the mother.
Very well.
I'll take the elf and we'll go meet with the father.
All right.
Okay.
Olaf,
No.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, yeah.
go. We
Adventure.
split in the party.
Yes, adventure, Olaf.
All right.
Go.
Okay.
Fun thing.
I love
Hell yeah.
I love splitting the party when there's a good reason for it.
It's always fun.
Also, I think there's some fun character stuff here because it's like we haven't really seen this dynamic yet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, here we go. So, how are we split up again, real quick, for my
Uh,
benefit?
Olaf and
Lusky and
I.
Olaf.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Mhm.
you do it.
Yeah, Olaf and I are going to Winnie's, to Venetia, was it?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zofia and Aileron will go to
Yes.
Flan.
Planagita. Okay. Okay, so you guys head on out of the inn, which is, as you can see in the map, it's the number 1.
Yes.
And you begin to walk towards, well, first of all, the party that is going to the chapel. I totally blanked out and forgot who's going to the chapel.
Oh wait, is there one of the parents at the chapel?
No. Wait. Oh, you said the father of Macklin. I am blanking out. My brain totally farted.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So, okay,
Okay.
Olaf and Lusky.
Let me try that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Olaf and Lusky are going
To Venetia.
Done.
Yeah.
We'll start there.
Okay.
While Sophia and Alderin head over to
And Aladdin.
Flan. Okay, so Lusky, Olaf, you two begin to walk down the humble road of Riverbend towards the house of Flen and Jita after getting some quick directions from some of the townsfolk around there.
Wait, Flynn and
Um,
Jita, weren't we going to Venetia?
So fuck my ass.
Yes, come on. God damn, do you want me to take over? I can do it. Now.
I got this.
Jay, you got this, man. You got this. Just
I'm
gotta-
sweating.
He's sweaty. He's sweaty.
Christ.
He grinding.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so you all head over to the fucking house.
Oh,
of,
okay, just
of
speak like a normal person, please.
Wait,
As you're
quick
walking-
question. Good question. Is
Yeah.
Olaf like Raul? Is Olaf wearing shoes now, or is he still like barefoot?
Oh my
that's a
God,
good
is he
still
question.
barefoot?
So for those
I
of you who
believe,
don't
I
know,
believe I acquired shoes.
Yeah.
I bought shoes. Didn't
or
I?
I think he found them in the house. For those of you who don't
Something.
Yeah,
know,
but,
Olaf
yeah.
but my
used to walk around
question,
barefoot.
my question is he still using them, or did he take them off?
No. I got them.
Oh, okay,
There
that's
you
fine.
go.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And here's another question. Actually, are you all walking fully equipped, or are you leaving some stuff over at the?
Well, I
Zofia-
mean, fully
Zophia's fully
I-
equipped.
fully
Zophia's
equipped
fully
for
Alright.
Lusky is not too like.
It's not like I have a lot of stuff.
It's not
here.
particularly well armed.
Yeah.
Like it's just my pouch, my clothing, and my dagger.
Sure.
Yeah. I always carry my weapons with me.
Left and right.
Thunder
Yep,
and lightning,
left and
baby.
right.
Okay.
All right, so we head out.
Yeah, you
Yes.
head on over to Venetia's house after getting some quick directions from people. You begin to move through this humble village as the sun is rising, and you make a very odd pair, a dwarf and a lizard folk walking through this town. Two elder races, one of them long forgotten. It almost feels like an old drunk joke. Lizard folk and a dwarf walk into a bar, or I guess maybe in this case walk out of it, and you finally reach Venetia's home, where you knock on the door, I assume.
Yes, I will look towards Olaf and then look back to the door and knock on it.
Olaf waves.
Okay. You guys knock at the door, and the door opens, and Venetia steps out. Her eyes are bloodshot, red and puffy. You know, we can all assume that she's been crying a fair amount
Right, yeah.
recently, and that's also been keeping her up. She kind of holds a little cloth over to her neck, like to hold herself from the morning cold, and she speaks softly. Yes, who is it?
Greetings, Venezia.
Hello.
I say in
Who is
a
it?
questioning tone, just to make sure.
Is anyone there? Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, Jay.
He lagged out.
I was lagging.
Yeah, you were.
Well,
He was-
that's
he
gonna be
was
great for the
explaining what-
recording. I was.
Yeah, I basically asked if I greeted this person and then asked if this was Venezia or Venetia, whatever her name is.
Yeah, she goes. Yes. Who is it?
I'm Olaf.
Yes, this is Olaf, and I am
hello, Olaf.
Lusky.
Hello, Lusky. What is it you want? If it's offering for the church, I already did mine.
No, not at all. However, the church has employed us to investigate the disappearances that have been occurring in this town.
She hears that and she goes, her eyes kind of open like a cat, and she really she starts clutching onto her clothes almost painfully.
Her pearls.
And goes, "Oh my Winnie!" and just starts sobbing uncontrollably in front of you.
Oh
You're good
my
at that,
god.
aren't you, Jay?
Sobbing? Yes.
Lusky just he's a little bit like, what do I do right now? He looks a little taken aback. He looks at Olaf. Does Olaf do anything?
He starts tearing up a little bit, because he recognizes sadness when he sees it.
Lusky's gonna look
Yeah, yeah.
into the distance as if he were
Olaf
looking
is
into a
cute.
camera, even though he doesn't
Yeah,
know what a
looks at the
camera
camera.
is. And then he'll say,
Somewhere, somewhere, Sophia doesn't understand why she's feeling a mild bit of disappointment or regret, but she's feeling it right now for some reason.
So, Lucy's gonna go ahead and try to calm down Venetia. He's gonna say, how would I address her? I guess just, ma'am.
Or madam.
Madam, please.
sad. No sad.
Madam, please. Yes. Winnie, we are here to help exactly with that. Precisely. Oh my.
Oh my god.
May we come in?
Yes, you can. And she kind of steps back a little bit, but it's just still just howling.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. I'm just kind of like, Lord help me. So
Olaf is.
yeah.
He's about to cry, but he's he's
I'm
trying to
like,
hold back.
it's all right, Olaf. You're not the one whose child disappeared. So I guess we're gonna go in and
Yeah, you guys step into this humble home. You can tell a breakfast has been laid out. It feels empty,
Okay.
which is obviously a symptom of what's happened.
I will point at the nearest chair and ask Venetia, may I?
Yes.
And I'm gonna sit down. Olaf?
I'll do the exact same thing as this team, but in the Olaf manner. See?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so once we've sat down, I'm gonna just give Venetia a moment. And
She does not stop. You wait a few minutes, and she is.
Damn, we wait a few
gone.
minutes. Yeesh. Sheesh. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
I am going to try and get something out of her, like get some information out of her. I'm gonna go ahead and Say, Venetia, I understand. You must be very, very saddened by your daughter's disappearance. However, we are here to help with just that. What can you tell us about her? When did she disappear?
She, through sobbing and tearing, almost unintelligibly, she tries to explain that it's been about a week since
Oh my god, yeah, I
Dear
asked the guy. Oh, well, I mean,
Winnie
it's fine to ask this guy. It's fine.
has gone. That's pretty much the answer you get.
Okay. I'll lead. I'll follow up that question with my mind went blank. I had an idea of what I wanted to ask, and now I can't remember.
That's a great idea. That's a great moment, actually, because it leads to this thing. Olaf, what's your empathy?
Hold on.
Isn't it like
10.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Olaf, you feel like Lusky is almost surgically handling this situation, like an amputation or an infection, and you feel like he's maybe making it worse. You kind of have this urge to maybe either tell Lusky, like, at least try to be a little more empathetic, or maybe you feel like maybe you should take over in this slight interrogation. Make it less of an interrogation. More
Honey, my
just
empathy is
questions.
5.
I wipe my tears a little bit, and then I go, very, very sad, but Olaf and friend will find daughter.
Give me a charisma check.
Guys,
It's a daughter,
getting a
right?
phone
Yeah,
call.
It's not a son.
daughter.
Okay.
Give me a charisma check.
Please, yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, it's cold.
Come on.
Whoops. It's not that. That's not the thing. Exclamation point
R.
D.
Oh
or
yeah.
R.
Yeah,
okay.
exclamation point R space 1d10 plus.
1d10 plus. Sorry.
You're good.
Ooh, it's cold.
What is my charisma? Where's it at?
Did you put any points into charisma?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, well. Yeah, so you'll be like, what, like 12, 13?
No.
Oh. That's. Oh, well. You
Crit.
hate to
That's
see
what's
it.
up.
You hate to see it.
Crit.
Yeah, you crit. That's not.
Oh, no.
Just not in the right way.
Did you crit?
He got a 1.
Sure.
Oh,
sure
love
did.
that for you.
Oh, that's so bad.
Roll again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'll take the 7. I'll take the 1, but I'm taking the 7. I don't need the modifier. Okay, so she recognizing what you're trying to do, even though, I mean, you sounded like an idiot while you were saying it.
Right. Yeah, because I'm also sobbing.
she kind of like tries her best, and she pinches her nose to get her composure, and not because you have calmed her down, but because she feels like she has no choice, she decides to try her best and hold and keep it together. And she, with a big sniff, she goes, Winnie is my treasure. And she's the only connection I have to her father, who died in the war. He's all I have left. I have no idea why she would disappear. Unless a monster dragged her into Alderwood.
A
That's what she said.
monster.
Yes.
Are there reports of many monsters in this area?
Aren't there always?
Lusky ponders.
Olaf and friend, fight monster.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, if you need to know, and then she just gives you a basic description of what she looks like. A young girl, maybe 15, 16, dark
no.
hair, tall, white skin.
Okay.
Done. Basic description.
Lusky goes ahead and asks, is there anything of hers that we might take with us in case we must track her down?
I don't know what use it could do, but feel free to look around.
Something that might have her scent, for example.
What?
Lusky's kind of like realizing he's out of his depth here. He looks at Olaf. And I'm trying to communicate with my
With your
non-verbal.
eyes, like
with
you
my
do
look,
somebody
yeah, with a
else.
non-verbal. Like, is there any way you could put this in a nicer way?
Olaf, look for smell.
What do you think?
It speaks so much to the fact that like this is a big deal. Like having a Witcher, like she's used to doing all this by herself, but like being in a party is both nice, and also speaks to like the level of trust that she and Lucy have in each other already. That she's asking this, but also these guys are so fucking out of their depth. It's not even funny. I love that. I love it.
How can I ask in a dumb way how old she is?
Where are her socks?
I think I already
Oh,
said
God.
15, 16.
She did?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she doesn't, because I was gonna go like Olaf. I was gonna have Olaf say like, "Oh, does she have any toys?" But if she's like 16, then
I mean,
you know.
Yeah.
there's a childhood thing. She insists if you want something, you can look around.
Hmm.
Okay. Pondering.
Meanwhile,
Pondering.
Mira, Jay, tengo que salir rápido
Yeah?
porque Cristian decidió subir hoy en vez de que lo buscara mañana, and he's like waiting out the back because it's raining, so I need to. go.
dale, go,
Okay,
go.
so I'll be right
Okay.
back real quick.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
what the fuck was I saying? Oh, right. So, meanwhile, Sophia and Aileron, you guys are heading over to Flan and Gita's, and you can almost hear the wailing. Ah! You know, the crying, and
yep.
over from Venetia's place.
Yep.
And you kind of like look over your shoulder like, geez, I hope those guys are doing good. But you keep on heading over, and you arrive at their home. Flan seems to be outside chopping some firewood. And you hear like some dishes being moved around on the inside of the home.
Okay. So you hear firewood being chopped and dishes inside the house, right?
Yes.
Sophia's gonna kind of take a once over of the outside of the house, and then after that she's gonna. Aileron's with her. How is Luis? How is Aileron following her exactly? Dutifully, kind of like trying to like really.
her, trying to just kind of make it known that I'm with you and that I'm not on my own.
Okay, I like it. She's gonna take a once over of the house, and then kind of move to follow the sound of where the firewood being chopped is coming from.
Okay. You head on over
Yeah.
to the back of the house where you hear the sound of the firewood, and you see Flan, obviously, who kind of like wipes some sweat from his brow and notices you. Goes, "Who goes there?"
What was the kid's name again?
Macklin.
Hello, Flynn. My name is Sophia. I'm a Witcher.
You are kind.
She doesn't respond to that. I was told your son, Macklin, had gone missing in the woods.
He has. You here to
So
help?
Yes, that's what I do.
Well, Gita! And then from the inside, here, what? Come on out. There's a Witcher here. What did you do? Nothing. Just hear about the boy. After a few seconds, you hear the door open, and Cheetah comes out, like wiping the water off her hands with a towel. He goes, "Oh, good. That's good news, right?" Seems so. And Jita kind of directs at you, Sophia, and goes, "I'm Jita. This is my husband, Flan. Is there anything we can do to help? We really want our boy back."
For Gina's sake, she re-injures herself, Sophia, and then she, this time, kind of like motions lazily to the elf, Elron.
And I kind of like gesture like greetings.
Right.
A wave.
Is Tavern like the priest of the town? What do you call him? A priest, right?
Tavern?
Or Tavern?
Yeah, you could say he's like the priest.
The priest sought me out specifically to handle this situation. What can you tell me about Macklin?
Alderin, you make note of that distinction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Go ahead.
What can you tell me about Macklin? When you last saw him, his whereabouts, what did he like to do? I understand that he went missing with a girl as well.
Yes, Winnie.
Yes, Winnie.
They've been friends for a while. Macklin and Macklin's a good boy. You know, young, fair-haired, brown. It kind of looks like me. 16 or so. Sweet boy, sweet kid. Really, nothing bad to say about him. Last I remembered, he was wearing a brown shirt with black pants. His room was undisturbed when he vanished. I thought he kind of run off, and I don't know, he'd come back later, but it's been obviously a few days, and well, I'm worried sick.
I'm going to roll a deduction on Flan.
Go ahead.
19.
Okay. You deduce that maybe there's something he's not telling you. Obviously, there's always something they're not telling you.
I was going to say, he sounds quite disinterested, first of all.
Yeah, he didn't know his son's age.
Yeah.
Okay, that might have been on me.
Oh, we'll just blame the DM then. How dare he?
Carry on.
But it's fine. So, yeah, can I also, while he's still rambling, can I roll a deduction on Gina as well?
Yeah, you can.
I don't really feel like she needs it as much, but it's just for the sake of posterity. Okay.
Oh, wow. We use the same one. I guess we could have used the same one.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You deduce they are hiding something. There's
They both
a little,
are.
not maliciously. Maybe
Okay.
they're just hiding it for whatever reason.
She basically, as he's still kind of like listing off very like matter-of-factly, like how he appears, she's going to interrupt him. Flan, if there's something you're not telling me, now is the time to say it. Your son's life is at stake.
He sighs, and he goes, "Well, this using YouTube as music is horrible.
I know, it's so bad.
Sorry, we just got hit by an ad for those of you who aren't actually, well, you can't watch this, but whatever. Let me skip this ad. With Chag. Chag study. Anyways, moving on. Right, so he sighs, and he goes, Macklin and I, we had a little fight the day before he disappeared. That's why I thought he'd come back. Thought he'd run off from home, head on over to the woods. You know, you were young once, you understand. It was about his arranged marriage to Winnie. And he kind of leaves
raises
it there.
about this. They were arranged to be married.
It's typical of a boy's age.
Was this something that the church in town wants?
It's just how it's always been here. I'm worried he's got cold feet and he just went off. Told them it'd be nice. They've always been friends. I'm worried something terrible has happened to Macklin because he didn't take any of these things.
Her eyes sort of find him and then briefly glance at his wife and then back at Flan. May Aileron and I investigate the boy's room?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
She nods. We'll get them back.
I'm sure you will, actually. I've heard things.
I'm sure you have.
He kind of like nods in your direction, Aldrin, and then he kind of like motions to Jida. He's like, show him to the room, and Jida like, come this way, and she leads you both in.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys head inside, and in the house, in the room, you see pretty much a typical boy's room. Wooden sword, a
Of course.
normal bed, clothes, little
All right.
flowers, like just normal stuff. It looks normal and untouched.
Now it's time to bust out, drumroll, the Witcher sense.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. While you do that, we'll come back to Gabby. Are you here, Gabby?
Oh no.
No.
He is not. Come back to your boy. Witcher sense, hit me.
All right, so this would this also? I think the last time we did this, was it deduction or awareness?
I think it was deduction.
Yeah, okay, I'll just do that again. It makes sense.
It just looks cool this time because it looks like Witcher
14.
sense.
Oof. Yeah.
Okay. You look around the room, and you don't see anything particular of note. Not because you're not looking correctly. In fact, you're looking very well. There just really isn't anything here. You know, you're pretty sure of that. Maybe the boy just really didn't take anything.
Is it possible to speak with Gina by herself away from or out of earshot of her husband?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to.
I was gonna say, did you wanna?
I wanted to ask. I mean, honestly, I wanted to ask either of them what they knew about like the lights in the forest. If they knew about anything about the monster itself.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, I guess while she tries to search his room, you can have him ask her that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so you do ask that? Okay. So she goes,
Yeah.
well, if you want to talk about what's going on in the woods, best talk to Flan. He's the one who's been
Yeah?
keeping watch every night.
Oh, that's a good idea because Zofia
Yeah.
wants to speak with Gina by herself. So if Aileron wants to go talk with Flanagan, that's fine.
Yeah, I
Alright.
will. Yeah.
Breaking up the party.
Yeah, no. Yeah, of course.
All right, so let's go with Aileron. Aileron, you step out and head on over to Flan as he's chopping wood.
Yeah. And I
He
want to be
goes,
like.
you're back.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. I'd asked your wife, but she told me you'd probably know more than her about the lights in the woods and the supposed monster.
He goes snap as he breaks another piece of wood. Been watching the Aileron Woods for a few nights now. Sometime around midnight, there's faint music and distant amber lights that creep out of the forest. Always the same music, too.
What music is it?
I don't know what it is. You all are welcome to come watch tonight alongside me, of course.
Oh,
Okay.
this sounds like a job for an elf.
Yeah. Sounds like a
Meanwhile-
bard.
Bard, yeah. Meanwhile, on the inside,
Zofia will kind of finish up looking through his room again, not really finding much. She'll before she leaves, she kind of like makes a passing glance at the wooden sword, and then
There
she
it
just kind of
is.
leaves the room.
and then you leave the room.
And then I guess she'll find Gina in the kitchen, I guess, with the dishes, I believe.
Yeah. Everything
and so
okay? She goes, says as you kind of like walking.
Yes, his room was spotless. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing unusual. I wanted to speak with you a moment, just between you and I.
Sure.
Back.
Hey, welcome back.
What I miss?
Not a lot.
Zophia's being a
Investigation.
detective.
Okay.
Yeah, Zophia's being, yeah. How is Macklin truly? I understand how difficult fathers are on their sons, so I figured the mother's perspective might help with something like this.
Macklin's a little bit of a troublemaker. It's why he wasn't. It's why he doesn't sound too worried. You know, he's got a
course.
little bit of strain with his father. He started working really early on in his age, and well, I don't know if I do know. Flan failed to mention this, but Winnie is his cousin. So
And then Yeah. Sophia doesn't say anything, but it's just there's just a look on her face of like, nah, it's starting to make a lot more sense.
Oh shit.
And the whole plan was to keep the farms and the family line and stop. It's normal for sorry, another ad hit us. It's normal for him to get mad at this. I'd feel the same way, but
Right.
you know, we just thought he'd come back.
I see. Well, and as my associate outside is questioning him something about lights in
Right.
the forest.
He has been seeing those once every night, he says, but frankly, I don't know if he's losing his marbles a little bit in desperation to find his son. Maybe it's the guilt.
And he's never been tempted to just see it for himself. He always stays nearby.
Well, we have asked other people to go in, but, well, I don't know if the priest told you, but they seem to be always end up where they started, almost as if by magical means. Witchcraft. Or
Right.
maybe they're just soddy pathfinders.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Did you like how you sawed there?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
No, that's I see. You know, I see what you did there. I saw it.
Good.
Yeah, no. So Sophia being confident as usual. That's what you hire a Witcher for, of course.
So what do you do?
Whatever happens, I promise I'll get your son back. Though I cannot promise that this marriage will continue the way you want it to, or perhaps the way Flan wants it to.
Just bring me my boy back.
I'll do my best.
Damn, dude, you're making promises. Yikes.
Don't make a girl promise you can't keep. We come
Sophia-
back.
Ironically, for being a Witcher, for being as cynical and jaded and skeptical as she is, the thing she values most is honor, and she thinks people are great. Like,
Yeah, no, fair, but
I know.
this world though.
I know.
Well, we'll see. The last adventure was actually surprisingly unconsequential.
You're welcome.
We'll see what happens this time.
Yeah, straight up.
Um,
What
Pinch his
character?
finger. It's all about the irony. Pinch his fingers. Yeah, but back to Abbott and Costello on the other side of town.
so, Olaf, Lusky,
It's not going great.
Yes.
you guys have access to walk around the home and kind of like look around, or if you're ready to leave and meet up with your friends, you can also do that.
So I want to see if I can find anything that's, because I'm not particularly like I can't tell to what extent Sophia's tracking abilities can go, but I'm trying to look for something that, like, you know, could potentially help us, be it like something that shares her, like, her essence in a way. I don't know. Like maybe an accessory, like a bracelet, or
Yeah,
a piece
that
of, or
works.
an article of clothing, or, like, you know how Raul said, like a toy. Obviously, in this case, that wouldn't go, but yeah.
Yeah, some sort of object.
So do I have to roll for something? I haven't rolled
No,
all
you
my.
can just find it. You can just grab something from the room as you step in. If you do step into the room, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, as you step in, you see your room. Fairly normal, undisturbed. There's some clothes lying around, bed, unmade but not messy. There is a little drawing of some flowers, and that's about it.
Okay, can I roll for perception to see if I find anything of note, or is there nothing here?
I can just tell you don't.
Okay.
So,
If
is
you
there a
want to
bed?
take, something, you can. What do you say, Olaf?
Is there a bed?
Yeah, there is a bed.
I look under the bed.
Under the bed, as you lower your head, not too far, obviously, and peek into the darkness that hides under the bed, suddenly, out of nowhere, a little dust ball attacks your nose.
Oh,
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 Cute.
Okay.
Olaf is gonna sneeze, boy.
Oh,
right. So I'm just gonna take a blouse or something and stuff it into my pack or pouch or whatever.
as you grab the blouse, Olaf, you see the perfect item to cover your nose. It'd be rude to just sneeze all over the wall, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will you grab it?
Yes, 100%.
The blouse?
As you grab the blouse, Lusky, Olaf snatches it from your hand and just goes, achoo! Like right into it.
Oh my god.
Wipes his nose and just hands it back.
I stare, mouth slightly agape in disbelief, and just take back the blouse, look at it, and say, well, now we definitely should take it, I guess.
So you're taking that?
I'll take it. Well, I mean, no, actually, I don't know, because the whole point was that now it's gonna have Olaf's smell on it, I guess. Well, it has Olaf's snot.
Okay. Well, what do you do?
I'm gonna take it out of sheer embarrassment.
You're gonna get out of here in embarrassment?
Yeah.
Out of the room?
No, I'm gonna take the blouse with me, because I'm embarrassed at the fact that if I leave this here and she finds it filled.
Can you time out real quick? Does anyone else?
Yeah, no, it's please. Yeah, no, it's.
What?
Sounds like
What?
You
Gabby
sound
is
like a
robotic.
fucking
Gabby-
android, bro.
I whoop your
Sounds
ass.
like a
Your
troll.
girlfriend look like my mom.
You're like, that's how you're talking. And I can make up the words.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't realize. Give me a second.
Good.
Was it? Maybe it's the length. Okay. Am I intelligible now?
Yeah, you're good. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Was all of that lost?
No. I understood that you were gonna grab the blanket and do something with it. The snot covered. Are you gonna leave it?
No. I said that I was gonna take it because
Okay.
out of sheer embarrassment, because
Embarrassed. I gotcha.
because
Okay,
I could
so
not
you
leave this
take it.
here now that it's filled with Olaf's snot. So
Okay. You stuff it into your bag.
yes, and yeah, I'll just go. That's it.
Okay. You head out back in towards the living room where Venetia is waiting, and she looks back at you and she goes like, "Do you guys need anything else?"
No, thanks. Not thanks. Thank you very much, Venetia. Is it Venezia or Venetia? Venetia. I keep forgetting.
It's Venetia.
Venetia. No, I'm gonna thank Venetia and try to reassure her that we'll do our best to find her daughter.
Please. Thank you.
Olaf, are you gonna say anything to Venetia before we go?
Olaf, fine girl. and punch monster really, really hard.
Give me a charisma check.
Yes, please.
This
You
is
know,
gonna be terrible. She's gonna wail again, dude.
And,
Oh
and,
my
then-
God.
and then Olaf's like, Olaf, good in blouse.
Oh.
And she's just like, what?
What is going on?
She's like, what?
Oh, jeez.
It's like we have one professional and a bunch of nerds with the professional is what's happening.
You said charisma?
Charisma, yeah.
Yeah,
Come
sure.
on, you got this.
You got this, man.
You got this.
I mean,
Oh my
god.
god.
Why are you so close to the mic? Please. pull
Okay,
back.
so basically, you
You
kind
got
of
an
say that,
8?
and she smiles like just slightly, like you'd smile to a kid who's trying their best, like solve a math problem, and they
Gotcha.
got it wrong, but it's the effort. So she goes, okay, and that's it.
Wait, but Raul, don't you have a 10 in empathy?
I do.
So wouldn't you add that to your charisma?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. My bad.
Oh, so then it's
Oh, so it's 18.
Oh, so then she okay, so instead of that, that's what would have happened had you not been so charismatic. Instead, what she does is she kind of wipes her tears and like heads over and plants a kiss on your dome and goes, "Thanks,"
Oh,
and then sits back down.
She
Yeah.
will.
Well, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna
Olaf
say, like,
giggle a little bit. Maybe, yeah. Just a little bit inside.
Whoa, mama. Yeah, no, it's like Olaf is like
Aren't
Johnny
aren't
Bravo's,
all
like,
Witcher
younger
characters milfs? Like
No.
that was
Yeah.
a weak
No, I don't
question
think,
to ask.
In terms of spirit, they can be.
There you go.
Sure.
But yeah, no, it's
I don't think Aileron is a MILF.
Yeah.
he's about to be.
Oh.
All right.
I just love like not the fear, but it's just like
Oh.
like you're Willem Dafoe about to get stuck by his own glider. Like
So you're gonna head out?
I guess. You
yeah,
sure
yeah.
you want to check anything else in this place?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything else here to find. And if we were to like search, knowing what Sophia and Aileron learned from their side, I think that would be a little bit of metagaming. Like we wouldn't know that she and what's his name are cousins.
I also kind of want to point out that she's a bit calmer now.
Yeah.
Not wailing
she
as hard,
is.
so you might be able to,
that's true.
Oh.
He put on the moves.
Okay,
Yeah, Olaf was
well.
like, hey.
Or
It was like,
really-
hey, I hear you're a widow.
So okay. Then before we leave,
Up to you.
I'll
Up to
just,
you. I'm not forcing.
I'll
you or
just
anything.
ask one more time, just in case. Now that she's a little bit more calm, if there's any reason why she could have disappeared, other than if it had been a monster or something of the sort.
Well, I mean, she might be running off with that Macklin boy.
Mackling boy, who is that? Oh
Macklin.
wait, and I
Yep.
immediately recall. Oh yes, that is the other missing boy. Haha, Azza. Okay, well with that information.
God, it's all going to shit.
I-
We really need a Witcher.
Yeah, I will thank Venetia for her help and yeah, and go over to I'll meet up with Sophia and Aileron.
Right, you guys head out and you walk towards the middle of the road just as Aileron and Sophia
They're
are
kinda
also
talking amongst
kind of
themselves.
talking amongst
Yeah,
themselves,
so-
and they're kind of just like standing around, and they notice you to come out and towards that main road.
But before they're joined by Abbott and Costello again, Louise, what do you think? What possible conversation could Aileron and Sophia be
Break it
having
down
as they
for
walk
me.
up? Break it
They're
down
breaking
for
it
me.
down. They're breaking it down.
Like,
Well,
what would? Yeah. I'm telling you, it's
I-
this big, and she's like, no, it's not.
I mean, maybe.
Oh
But
my god.
I think Aileron would probably tell Sophia about how what was the husband's name?
Flan.
Bland.
Lan. How he was inviting us basically to go see the lights and listen to the music. And how that's
And then-
kind of creepy.
Yeah, and Sophia would make note of how that might come in handy, or she would ask him. I'm sure you could take advantage of that, considering, and she kind of points towards his loot.
Yeah.
And then, is Sophia immediately presented with this snot-filled blouse? Like,
Are you? No, I mean the stuff of floss is in the bag, so
it is in the bag.
it's hidden. It's secret for now.
Does my forehead have like a lipstick mark?
No,
Yes.
she would not have
Please.
lipstick early in
Fair,
the
fair.
morning.
Fair.
With all that mess of tears, but I mean, you know it's there. It's invisible, but it's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to mention it, right? He's got to mention it. Right, yeah, so Sophia, they see him come. They see Lusky and Olaf come over, and she kind of motions him over. So what did you find?
Well, we mind fart. Sorry, Lusky tells them that they learned of a situation of that basically Macklin and Winnie have run away in the past, so that this might not necessarily have to do with the monster. And I imagine that as soon as I mentioned this, you two.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No.
Sophia will say, Well, they were arranged to be married, and also they're cousins.
Ah, I did not know the marriage side of this.
Macklin seems to be a bit of a troublemaker, it sounds like. I don't know much about Winnie, though I imagine they don't want their relationship to be strained by what the village requires of them. So,
I
there could
believe-
be foul play.
Yes. I see. I also we also acquired this blouse, which I thought might possibly help us track down
Please
Winnie.
describe.
You pull
handling
it
this
out.
I
blouse.
take out the what is it? Pink, gray? I don't know what color.
It's white.
It's not colored.
Oh, it's
green now.
white.
Green now.
It's white. Then I
Yeah.
take out the previously
Jinx.
I take out the previously white blouse out of my bag. You can tell that I'm doubting whether this is a good idea or not to even bring
Yeah.
this up. But I say we found this blouse which I thought might help us track her down, but as you may be able to see, it's filled with snot.
Sophia grabs it and immediately it makes a
Ugh.
and she kind of like holds it and she just kind of, this isn't the most disgusting thing she's had in her hands, of course. She has gloves on for what it's worth, but she's like, now question, Jay, given Witcher sense again, would it be possible for me to for Sophia still to get something off of this, like when he's sent or whatever? Do you want to roll a deduction, I guess, or something else?
Wait. So you wanna deduce what again? I'm sorry.
Well, deduce, like, I mean, can she pick up like a scent off of this?
I mean, do you want to deduce if you can, or do you want to see if you can?
Yeah, I'm gonna see deduce because I mean I imagine if we're just using the sense as that.
I mean,
guess
you could
that
just
probably-
grab.
what?
I feel you could just use perception. Yeah.
Well, I mean perception means awareness then, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just use that.
Okay.
Your
use-
sense of smell is part of your awareness. So
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
nice.
God damn it,
You
the
bring
snot.
the cloth all the way up to your face, and as you take a big whiff, you catch a little bit of that
didn't.
snot into
Ew.
your nose, and you just
Oh my
choke
God,
on
come
it for a
on.
little bit. It's just like, you know.
It's too much.
It
Why
was
are
a
we getting
big-
so
a
many?
long string of like just goo between your nose and the dress?
How have we gotten so many critical failures tonight? This is insane.
Oh, I can't
Dude,
wait for the
thank
action.
God. It's
she-
not combat.
And then she looks at that, and then her eyes kind of find Olaf, who has a notably dazed expression on his face, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
And then she knows that look already. She's like, Olaf, did you put the moves on the widow?
Oh my god.
Sophia says with snot hanging from her nose.
She wipes her butt.
Moo?
What did he do? Well, aside from, and she kind of motions to the disgusting blouse.
Yeah, you're asking what else did he do?
Yeah, like because like he has because she's pointing to like he has a dazed expression on his face. So like put the moves on the widow. Like what? Because clearly like he looks pleased with himself, but like or flustered.
Olaf only.
I think I get it.
Yes.
And then she with her free hand that's not covered in goo, she kind of uses it to not pat, but like the back of it kind of like, again, it doesn't hit hard, Illyrion in the chest, but that kind of like patting of like, basically like mentioning like the music out in the woods. Essentially baiting Aileron to mention it, essentially, is what I'm saying.
I mention it. Sorry, I was distracted.
You're good. By the goo,
I
get
bring it up. No, it's it's a little bit off-putting. But see, I bring it up and I tell them about how esto.
Although
the
laughing gave me
husband-
asthma. Keep going,
I
sir.
tell them. I tell them about how the husband offered to show us the magic lights and music coming from the woods tonight.
Could be useful.
Perhaps.
At worst, well, hang on. Let me do that again.
Fuck.
They've mentioned that the wife, Gina, she mentioned before that other people had tried to venture in the woods and then ended up right back where they started. So, possible witchcraft involved, but I feel like it's something else. We'll see.
Yes.
We should meet with the husband tonight.
Agreed.
Also, I'm going to burn this.
Uh,
How's it
yes, be our guest.
Just fucking, just toss it like in a like a pit. Just be like, yeah, this is a weapon of mass destruction. We're just gonna get rid of that.
So, are you guys gonna head on over to Flan at night?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you guys want to do anything before then?
I was gonna say that's a good idea. What do we want to do while we
Let's
pass
skip
the time?
over to that, or
What's going on around town?
well, town's pretty quiet. Like
Oh,
walking
we could
around
visit the
doing
chapel.
business.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Go visit the
yeah.
chapel.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, Sophia would want to see what the hell's going on with with Creve. Fuck it, whatever.
Creed sounds
Jesus.
Cream.
This is it, boys. All right, you guys head on over
Finally.
to the church. All four of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. You guys, all four of you head on over to the church. You walk in, and you are greeted to a beautiful yet humble chapel. One that is akin to that of a small town who, well, is very charitable, but still, well, again, lacking in the resources of a city.
Yeah.
Behind the altar, or at the altar, Tabbert is working on lighting some candles. I'll tell you how many to be exact. Give me a sec. My throat. My throat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Never do that again.
Okay, my bad. He's lighting 6 candles to be precise. And as he lights the last one, he turns and he's like, "Welcome to the Church of Creve, or Crevy, or Creve." Not
Creve.
really sure how that
Creve,
goes.
Creve. Let's just say Creve.
How can I help you? Do you wish to pay homage to the gods?
Are
Not
there
quite.
any some? Oh, sorry. Oh, bad.
No, it's fine.
Fuck.
We come in from out of town and we simply wanted to stop by and get a lay of the land.
Sure. Well, make yourself comfortable and take a seat whatever you want. Olaf, you're gonna say something?
Are there any symbols I can recognize in this chapel?
Give me a
Yes.
religion check.
Okay.
I was saying, question, the person that they met with is, it's not Tavert, right?
It is Tavert.
Yeah,
it is Tavert.
Oh, okay. The person who just greeted us is Tabert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds
So it's the same
different
guy.
'cause
So,
you're
so
doing
yeah,
it
Is
I-
anyone else at the chapel?
Are there elves at the chapel? There are no elves at town.
No, anyone
Yeah.
else.
No.
Are-
It's
What's religion under?
It's just
Is
Tavern.
there? Okay, I need your character sheet real quick, because I'm gonna
My
be real with
charac-
you. I kind of just guessed that there's a religion check.
I don't.
No,
see-
there is no religion.
Yeah.
There
Wait a
is no religion
second.
check. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad. So then, no. You look around, and give me an awareness as you're looking.
There's education. There's
There's deduction.
I'll take awareness.
Oh, yeah.
Olaf is aware of nothing.
So let's
He's
just
just thinking about
straight up-
MILFs. Well, because you remember, anytime you use a skill, you use the mother stat off of it.
Yeah.
So, like,
For awareness, it would be intelligence, so it would be whatever you have in awareness if you have anything plus intelligence.
oh god, is this
Okay,
intelligence
so-
1?
No,
It's
Okay.
2.
it's not high either.
No, that's fine.
It's okay.
Okay, 7.
Okay,
So
but-
you look around and you don't particularly see anything of note. However, at least pertaining to your religion, right? But you do recognize, these are the symbols of the Church of Krev. It is legit.
Okay.
Known for its me sweating, pulling out my notes.
So unprofessional.
Excuse
Wow.
me?
Well, I didn't think we were gonna do this.
Oh, we can see.
You can stop.
Oh wait, we can
Don't
see
look
you
at
looking
me.
stuff up. Yes, we can see the DM screen.
One of the many deities worshipped by the inhabitants of the Northern Realms. So I don't know if that answers your question. They appear to be cool. These are the symbols right here.
They appear
And
to be cool.
They seem to be popular amongst the soldiers.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So there you go.
No, nothing. All right.
Pues, see, I wanted to ask if there was anyone else besides Tepper. What was his name?
Tavern.
Tabard.
Tabard? But if there's not, then I guess I'll just ask him about the lights and stuff and the music in the forest. If he knows anything
Tabard
about that.
noticed, like, he reacts to that. He goes, "Oh, well, I think I did mention that you might want to talk to Flan about that."
Yeah, I did. He says that there's always lights, amber-colored lights, and music.
Okay, well, that sounds interesting. You should investigate that.
We were going to, but we just figured you may have had something else to add.
Oh, no, not at all. I really don't know anything. Really.
Actually, and here's what's going to happen. Zophia's going to press forward and interrupt him.
Oh,
So
hello.
the two children were arranged to be married, is that correct?
Yes?
And I take it this is something that you were going to oversee yourself?
Yes? I mean,
Is it
it's a
possible?
marriage. I am the priest.
Yes. Yes, but are you aware of their circumstances?
What's their circumstance?
They're related.
Okay.
And perhaps they would not want and perhaps they would not want to be together, so maybe there's no foul play happening at all.
So you think they run off?
They could have just ran off because they do not want this to take place.
Okay. So now, what about the other kids that have been missing?
That's a fair point. Still, the circumstances are interesting. I would
Peculiar.
say.
Maybe they run off
like
and
she
the
said,
monster
she
snatched them?
I was gonna say, Zofia says interesting, right as Lusky says peculiar. Like they say that at the same time. I like
Right,
that.
love that.
Yeah.
Maybe they run off and the beast snatched them?
Well, we're going to investigate it no matter what, but
Yes.
just because we bring them back home does not mean they're going to cooperate with what their parents want for them.
The parents know best, and I'm sure it'll be fine as long as they get them here.
Zofia refrains from making a sarcastic comment.
I want to ask Tavert what he knows about the beast. Because he's
Smart,
mentioned it.
smart.
He's
What?
mentioned that there is a beast.
I'm making an assumption here, friend. I don't know anything about the beast. I'm just a churchgoer, not a hunter.
Does anyone in this town, would anyone know?
Not really, but I mean the Elderwood Woods are. Well, I don't know why I said the Elderwood Woods. The Elderwoods, they are a very strange place with many fantastical creatures. It wouldn't be too imaginative to assume that after 4 kids go missing, well, and then 2 more, something is afoot. What do you think?
So Sophia interrupts him again. Tell me, where are the parents of the first 2 children that went missing?
Well, they're not really from this. They're not from here. They're from the other 2 towns, the neighboring ones.
I see. Okay. And how would you know those children have gone missing then if they're from completely separate towns?
They're part of the flock.
How far away are these towns exactly?
Not too far. You probably have to come through one to come over here. And then he gives you the name of the first town that you actually went through and stayed
He looked-
at for a while, Saints Crossing.
Ah.
He did go through
Yeah,
there.
yeah, the priest looks over at his dual monitor setup, and he's like, Saints Crossing, yeah, and he looks back. No one questions the ancient elven magic on display, of course.
Exactly.
Because why would, even though that actually, that probably does exist, to be honest. Yeah.
Saints Crossing.
Sophia,
The other one he mentions, by the way, is Bartok Barrow Mine. There you go.
Okay.
That sounds dwarven.
That's racist.
All right. I mean, it's not. It's just geographically, like, that's baked. Never mind. So Zofia sort of is resigned to her thoughts, I guess, and she doesn't really say anything else. But it's just, again, as Lusky put it, and as she herself put it, it's peculiar and interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I roll, I guess, an awareness of the church?
Feel
Just
free.
because?
Olaf.
Mhm.
Talbart looks at you and he goes, "Here, come help. You look like you might know what you're doing. I can tell by the way you look at the church." And he kind of like gives you an unlit candle, and he tells you like set it over and like help him light them. They're for the dead.
Do you hold up? Do you think Olaf is religious?
He's assuming.
Okay.
Is Olaf religious?
Olaf, he's not.
Olaf is like,
so
no
he points at
gods,
himself like,
no gods,
me?
no masters.
Well,
Of course.
Yeah. You?
Does Olaf believe in
Uh.
destiny, then, is the question? Because destiny does actually exist.
Now you sound like Miura. Rest his soul.
Versus soul.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
oh, I guess Olaf will help. He doesn't really know what he's doing.
Right.
I like this. I like it.
So he's trying to do what? Light what?
Light some
Candles?
candles for the dead.
Okay. Instead of putting the fire on the like where the tip of the candle's at, what's that part called?
The
The
wick.
wick.
The wick.
The wick.
The wicker.
Well, he
John
actually
Wick.
physically puts the fire on like the side of the candle, trying to light it up. You know,
Here.
doesn't
And
know
he
how it
kind of
works.
holds your hand and tries to coach you
So
to do
tender.
it.
Ah.
Sophia, what you roll? 18. You look around and nothing of note in this church. Looks like a place that gets visited frequently by the people here, and they try and do their best to keep it maintained well enough. You've probably seen hundreds of chapels like this in your travels.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Even with that high roll, nothing really sticks out, huh?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Olaf put fire on thing, and now two fire.
He's away from the rest of the party, right?
Yeah.
Am I?
Okay. So
Somewhat.
she's-
Just a
Okay,
few
I
ish.
said that loudly.
Towards like, yes, it's for the dead. We light these
Jesus,
candles.
You're really driving into that for the dead thing.
We light these
Little scary.
we light these candles so that we can guide the souls of the lost to heaven. And then he's kind of like the one he helped you light. He sets it down and like motions at the other candles. Like, you see, these are the dead that we have gathered from this general region on the day of yesterday. There'll be many more today, so that means that we'll have to get ready.
Ready for what?
To guide them. My friend.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
He kind of like chuckles to himself and give me 1 minute. And then he leaves you there and steps off and into a back room, leaving you to yourself in front of these candles to either kind of just stand there confused or maybe take his words in for a minute. Meanwhile, Lusky,
Yes.
kind of just standing here in a temple of gods of man made of wood. You know a thing about gods yourself, just not these deities.
Do I?
Well, I mean, your race might, you might be aware of it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I kind of don't know what to do. This is out of character, mind you. Because I don't. Lusky would not. I don't think he might just feel out of place. He might just feel like, I don't follow any particular religion. It's weird because Sophia, I think you are the
Okay.
only character to see. I think somebody saw me like not praying, but like cherishing this like statue. Do you
That's
remember?
right.
Yeah. So
I think.
so
Yeah.
that is a statue of apparently a deity, but that is not why I cherish that statue, nor why I carry it
okay,
around with me.
you can keep it. You can keep that to yourself.
Okay.
We'll find out when we find out.
Okay. I just didn't know if it was like if to bring that up now or because it's related to, well, not directly, but yeah. I guess I'm just Lusky's just standing there. He's a curious fellow, so he is learning about this Creve, and so. But he doesn't feel any particular way. He's just
Okay.
kind of like following the party's lead right now. He's out of his like element.
Okay. Aldrin. Aileron.
I mean, I asked him about the beast, and he doesn't really
Yeah.
know anything.
He's assuming that there's a beast, not that there actually is a beast,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Is there anything you'd like to do now?
Yes, anyone else? any
I
other-
will just say clearly something is afoot, and we will have to what's the word? And we will have to explore this forest to find out what is
Yeah,
happening.
it's pretty much the best we can do is just go to meet with the father and then kind of see what he sees and then go from there.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if there was any. Which I mean, I liked the little thing with Olaf. That was cute. The little everyone kind of pitching in, doing something. I liked that. But really, like, I don't really imagine there's really anything else left to do. Yeah, it's really just. I guess we can skip to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the only other thing maybe is maybe Zofia can go talk with Vieta. But I mean, like, I don't really think she would get too much else out of her that wasn't already gleaned. I feel like it'd just be a waste of time for story purposes. So. Or I mean, we could say off camera. She talked to her, but even then, like.
I mean,
Eh.
I think it's okay if we kind of like move on to our moment.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, because
yeah.
Because I feel like Zofia, like, what Lusky and Olaf got from her combined with what she and Aileron found from Macklin, it really seems like Macklin was really the point of contention.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
So like it's
I mean,
fine. So, yeah, just
I'm not
kinda
agreeing or
mixing-
disagreeing. I'm just saying right. I am going to do one more thing with Raul, but he is AFK at the moment. So, if you guys want to take a short break, that's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if
Just
because
pause
I'm
here.
I'm
starving
peeing so much.
and
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Do we want to pause recordings as well?
Yeah, I'll pause mine.
All right, another break. Luis sure pisses a lot, doesn't he? He's a piss boy.
So, the priest Tavert comes back into like from the small room, back over to the forgot the word, the shrine. No,
the
what do you call
chapel?
that? The altar.
The
back
altar.
room.
Oh.
You said he went into a back room.
But yeah, he comes out of the back room. The point is, he comes out of the back room and he approaches Olaf. This time, he has a little book, and he places it into your hand, and he goes, "It's not much literature, but maybe it'll help a little bit with how you express yourself." And he puts that into your hand. It is a Bible of the Church of the Creve.
Okay.
It is filled with worships and verses and stories of the church, along with stories of able soldiers who fought in the Nilfgaardian War and how their fate helped them overcome battles. At best, it's good literature that could help you maybe express yourself a little better. At worst, it's fun stories
Religious
that might entertain
propaganda.
you.
Propaganda.
Maybe
yeah.
you'll find God. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll start talking like you found God.
Oh my.
Jesus.
But yeah.
Don't say that.
So Olaf scratches his head. He sniffs the book.
I'm 22. I never fucking learned
Scratches, turns, scratches his head again, bites it a little bit. He bites the book a little bit.
He
It's not a
just
thick
lets.
book, right?
No, it's not that thick. It's ever
Okay.
like kind of just allows you to experiment with your body, I guess. Like a child.
What is a thing?
This is a book, and he kind of like holds it again, and like from your view, so you can still see, and he shows you how to open it, and then he takes you to the first page, and he points at the words of the Bible of the Church of Creve or Krev.
And Sophia like gives Olaf a look only he can see, and it's just kind of like, you don't have to do that.
Sure. Of
Krispy Kreme.
2012.
Creve. There we go. You see? You're learning. Keep practicing, keep reading.
This make Olaf smart.
Somewhat, yes.
I mean,
If I had something else, I would give it
Like-
to you, but
like-
sadly the church only has Bibles, so this is all I can spare, but
look, he's a priest. He wouldn't say sadly. Second off, I imagine after Olaf
he
says
does
that,
say
when-
sadly.
I just imagine that he looks over and he sees Zofia, Lusky, and Alarin. Like they all could do some mild variation of the Olaf gets smart from this, and they're all just kind of like,
No. I want to make it clear. He's genuinely trying to help Olaf because this isn't sort of ploy to push a
Okay.
Bible book.
yeah, no, he seems pretty. He seems a straight shooter. I'll give you that much.
Olaf, what? Smart, but book big.
Well, maybe it'll save your life somehow. Keep it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And then he nods at you and heads on back to the dutiful and tedious work that is lighting candles for the rest of the day.
Okay.
So, guys, you guys gonna head out?
Yep.
Okay.
And I light the book on fire.
It will make for a good campfire when we're out in the snow again, and we need like
Very
it's like
nice.
it's like hey Olaf, hand me that book.
Oh yeah. By the way, talking about fire, I have some supplies Guy bought before,
Okay.
like flint and steel and like rope and stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
good
nice.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and pythons.
Good. Ooh, I love Titans. Titans are the best tool.
I imagine that was one of the things. Like Elrond was bringing that up to Sophia as they were waiting for Lusky and Olaf
Yeah.
to join them. Yeah, that's good.
Showing them all, look at all this cool shit I have.
Well, really, it's like, hey, Witcher, look how useful I am. Look,
Yeah.
like he's just pulling out one comical size thing after the next.
Yeah.
See this?
And
she's
this
like, yeah.
is
You ever see
roll.
one of these?
It's like she took these first two idiots under her wing, but here she's just a full-on tsundere. Like, shut up. Shut up. Shut
Oh man. Okay. So, so we head on over towards Flen as the sun has set and the night rises. There, above on at the edge of the Alderwood, above a small hill that is a natural formation of the village, you see Flen is looking diligently at the woods. All of you approach from behind as the wind blows and hits you gently, the cold breeze of the night, reminding you that it is the cold of the mountains is far, but not that far.
It's far, but near.
As you approach Flan, he addresses you, but he doesn't turn. He's very focused at looking at the woods, and he kind of shushes you, not in a rude way, but like a careful, you might miss it. And as he does that, I need all of you to roll an awareness.
Awareness?
Okay, awareness. Let's go.
Awareness.
I have no awareness.
Same.
Okay, so it's a 1d.
17.
It's a 1d10 plus my awareness, which is 3.
4 plus.
17.
No, it's a 4 plus 7.
Plus
Sorry.
So-
my intelligence,
So
which
it's
is
11.
9.
Yeah.
It didn't work. What did I do wrong? I
No,
haven't.
you do R,
Just wait. R.
exclamation point R space.
Okay. I
And
haven't.
like no other spaces, yeah.
I haven't rolled all night, so.
Oh yeah, I guess you haven't. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Hey!
Yeah.
He hadn't
Hey,
rolled all
yeah,
night, but he finally did. Give me another D10. Just a D10, no
Okay.
modifier.
Yeah.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go.
I was saving my roll energy for.
Yeah. So 22 plus 3 is 25. Wow, I can't
25.
count. Okay, all of you here, okay, well, actually, not all of you. Actually, it's just Sophia and Lusky. Both of you begin to notice strange lights and sounds. The lights remain undiscernible. It looks almost like a flash here, a flash there, through the woods. But the sound, Lusky,
Yeah.
you can hear it clear enough that you can replicate it.
Okay.
And you begin to hum it under your voice, under your throat, just enough that everyone else can make out the melody as well.
Okay.
Luis,
Alright,
I need
I
you to
hear
give
it.
me a fine arts check.
Alright. Fine arts. Okay.
Ooh, it's cold.
Oh, wait. Why'd I roll an actual die?
You rolled an actual die? That's cool.
No, that's not. I forgot that we had the bot.
I mean, you can just tell me what you rolled on the die, but whatever.
That's okay. It's 18.
Oh, 18, baby. That's fine arts, you said?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. As Lusky starts humming it for you, it just hits you. You know what this is. First of all, Lusky, you can tell, if I can just add a little bit more, that there's an experienced harpist leading an amateur pan flute player.
Okay.
And you can tell that because there's a little bit of hesitation to the flutist. However, Luis, you can tell that this overture is inspired by the recent work of the notable Redanian Trobaritsi Caldana, with the
my.
harp taking the place of her favorite instrument, the lute.
Okay. Can I start to play along?
Yes, you can. You
Alright.
quickly whip out your lute and you begin to replicate how the song would sound, because you know this piece, if it were played on the proper instrument. Alderin,
Mm-hmm.
you come to the conclusion that whoever is playing this instrument, he's truly a lover of the arts,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a skilled player.
You mean the harpist?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
With that strange discovery, I mean,
Interesting.
right, if I can push you in the right direction, I wouldn't assume a beast would
No,
know
not at
any song to such precision,
This
especially.
is witchcraft for sure, then, right?
Yeah.
Or I
Maybe
could assume.
it's a lot of. It could be a lot of things, but we are
Yeah.
going to leave these pondering questions for the next session, which
Yeah.
we might record depending on how we do with this episode. So guys, it's important that you share. It's important that you let us know if you like it, if you didn't, and I don't know, give us a freaking, I don't know, whatever, just say hi, I guess, in the comment section on Twitter or whatever. And I want to thank everyone. Thanks guys, all of you, for showing up. I hope you all had fun.
I did. Yeah, it was a lot of fun coming back to
It was
these
a lot of fun.
characters.
It was.
Having
we'll
that,
continue.
all
Yeah.
that, no, yeah, having all that context from like all that growth from the first session where we really bonded, and now like being able to play off of those little things from each of our characters, that's really enjoyable, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, we will be seeing you next time on the second part of the second adventure of A Book of Tales right here on Island Jams. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm Olaf.
Take care.
Oh.